Yo, what is up, guys? Let's go. We're back. We're gonna be taking a look at the UFC Vegas 91. We finally got UFC back this week. We're gonna be back in Day 9 Dungeon again after 300. It's gonna feel unreal going back to the Apex after UFC 300, man. So at least we got some action though. I mean, we got this just around the corner, so it's gonna be alright. It's not gonna be terrible, to be honest. I'm kind of happy that we finally got some UFC back, man. There's 12 fights on the card, I think. Yeah, we got like 12 fights overall, and we're gonna take a look at it. Let me bring it up here. Let's go, John Dong. What's going on, John Dong? What are you saying right now, brother? Let's go. How's your weekend going, man? I was supposed to do this show tomorrow, but I'm probably gonna be up tomorrow. I got some work to do tomorrow, so yeah. Let me bring up this card overall. We got. I think the props haven't dropped yet for Vegas 91. But I'm gonna do it like a parlay and stuff. And some props. I only got one bet in for this card right now. It's a tricky card. I'm probably gonna like bet more, make more bets than 301. I think 301 has better spots in this card. But yeah, it's not the worst card out there. There's like some decent fights on this card. Like I'm not even like hating this card, to be honest. Yeah, there's some decent fights on this card. I can't wait to get into it. Let's go. Let's go. What's going on? What's going on with you, brother? Let's go. Let's go. We got Taj in here. What's going on, Taj? Yeah. Okay. So let's get into it, guys. Let me see if I can bring up the odds and everything too, so we can see the props have dropped. I don't think the props have dropped yet. I haven't even checked anything yet today. So normally they drop the totals. I'm sure totals. Yeah, totals dropped already. I'm happy the totals dropped. So and totals pretty spot on. Really quickly on. Um, Yeah, it's gonna be just. I mean, there's some fun matchups on this card. The best fight's probably gonna be Kaden Souza and Lipsky, or Enama versus Pierce is probably gonna be decent. Also, there's some good matchups. I think Mateus Nicolau, like Alex Perez. I mean, we're supposed to see Mateus Nicolau fight Mano Cap, but that fight's not happening. I mean, Mano Cap pulled out. They're supposed to fight a couple months back. Mano Cap just weight, and he's like, I'm not Mateus Nicolau. This is missing weight. Uh, we got Ryan Spann, we got Adam Smith 2.0 on this card. We got Bogdan Gusov on this card also. As a fan, I'm kind of cheering for Bogdan Gusov, but tough style. I mean, taking on a guy that's ranked in the top 15, I'd like to be fought pretty much everyone in the top 15. Not everyone in the top 15, but Spann has fought some. He's fought up the rankings before. Yeah, he's kind of a 50-50 fighter, but we got Mike Ariane Lipsky taking out Karini Silva, man. That's gonna be I'm torn on that for sure, but I'm definitely that's the only bet that I have on the fight. On the sport right now, we got Denise, the former NFL football player, off the lane. I don't know why this guy's still fighting in the UFC. He probably shouldn't be in the UFC, but the heavyweight they don't really have a lot of heavyweight fighters out there that are good in the UFC right now. So they know it's important to give anyone a chance that has a heartbeat. But we got Tim Means. I mean, that's gonna be a good matchup too. We got Urus Medic. Not an easy matchup. I think people are kind of writing up Tim Means here, even though 1-3 is off for fight. I mean, that's not gonna be an easy matchup, but it's gonna be a good matchup, man. I think it's gonna be a good spot for Medic to bounce back. We got Jonathan Pierce back after getting embarrassed. he's talking shit to Jonathan Brito, and Brito choked the fucking life out of him. So that was amazing. It never gets old. Coming back and watching that fight over and over, it's so freaking hilarious, bro. Yeah, Nama's always fun too. He's always in a fun matchups, man. Every fight that he's in is always like an absolute hard burner. I mean, the undercard is pretty terrible. The best fight on the undercard is probably gonna be the prelims is probably gonna be Machado, Gabriel Bonitas. I mean, these women's MMA fighters, all these girls are on losing streak. Like I want to Petrovic coming off the loss in her contenders fight. Kaden Souza coming up a lot also, like Martik man coming up now. Liang is like I don't know how Na Liang's still you see. It's like the women's MMA of Daniel Lacerda in the UFC. That's really crazy. Let's go Taj has but I'm see the N word with the hard R, but it wouldn't let me. Yeah, it's not gonna let you do that, bro. You gotta chill out, Taj. Yeah, my audio is terrible. Okay, let's see if I can fix my audio for you guys. Is it terrible or are you just turning on like? Okay, let me see. What's going on with my audio? Are you just fucking trolling me or is my audio really terrible? Should be better now, right? Let me know if the audio fixed now. Let's go. We got Grimy in the house. Let's go, Grimy. He said audio's spotty. What about now? Is it better now, the audio, or is it still cooking out right now? Let me see if I can fix it right now, the settings. Maybe something going on with the StreamYards. Yo, mic test, mic test. Okay, is that better? Let me know if that's better. Yeah, that should be better though. Let me see. Let me put my headphones on so I can see. Okay, that's better, right? I'll eventually get a better mic. I'm definitely gonna get a better mic. I'm gonna invest some money in a mic though eventually. Okay, that's better. All right, so let's go. So let's start with the early fight, man. We got Machado taking on Gabriel Bonitas. This is a good matchup, man. Mowgli's been in the UFC for a minute. He's coming off. He kind of got beat. He kind of got beat up by Jim Miller. I know Jim Miller wasn't looking good in that Bobby Green fight. But Jim Miller's still a tough guy. He's been in the UFC forever. And that was he took that fight on not short notice. It was like after a layoff. Yeah, he came back after like a couple years off, after like a year and a half off. So he wasn't looking that terrible. He was like getting his legs kicked off. So in this fight, I feel like he's gonna be winning minutes up until he gets knocked out. His durability is really questionable, man. He's been knocked out so many times and finished so many times. He's been finished in 5 of his 7 losses at the UFC level. So guys that are finishing him, guys that have good skill set, guys that have power, have good countering ability. Jim Miller, obviously, he was able to land some nice shots on the feet. Wasn't really landing anything that was hurting Bonitas on the feet, but he was landing some nice leg kicks and stuff. Bonitas had some good moments in that fight in the early rounds, but wasn't really winning any rounds out there. And then Enama was able to standing TKO him, and he wasn't looking terrible in the Enama fight either. Billy Currantillo obviously knocked him out in with the ground and pound on the ground, but so his wins are just in chains. I mean, just the wins are not really looking good. If you look at the Machado side, I mean, he's only like he was like 21 years old when he fought Steve Garcia. So this dude was young, man. He's still only like 24 years old, right? He's only 24 years old, so he's still really young in the game. And obviously took on Rafa Garcia. I missed weight for that one. Rafa Garcia is a phenomenal boxer. Really technically sound. Has nice grappling too. Doesn't really known for his grappling, but he'll like mix some takedowns sometimes. And Borshev, I mean, I picked Borshev by knockout. I bet him by knockout. I knew that Machado is not really gonna be shooting takedowns on him. Which and Borshev is obviously the better striker, the better kickboxer. Has more power on the feet. Way better technically. We know Borshev. We know how good Borshev is, man. He's a phenomenal kickboxer. So really no shame getting knocked out by Borshev, and he got dropped like a couple of times in that fight. But eventually the power was too much from Borshev, and he really didn't have a plan B, which is why I haven't really parlayed him. I don't have any parlays for the card right now, but I've been thinking about parlaying him, but I'm not really sure. Like he's 24 years old, so he's only gonna get better and better every fight. I know he's coming up he's coming up 2 losses in a row right now. And I think both of those guys beat a guy like Bonitas. I really do. I think they both beat a guy like Bonitas, to be honest. So let's go. We got Luis Sampereno. What's going on, Luis Sampereno? Bro, last night was unreal, man. Last night was absolutely unreal. I mean, good on Ryan Garcia, bro. He looks fucking great out there. It's crazy how fast how fast people switch up on people in the fight game. Like everyone was like talking about how he shouldn't be fighting anymore, how he shouldn't be in there with him and Haney, and now everyone's like, oh, this guy's phenomenal, man. Can't wait to see his next fight. It's crazy, dude. Tev said, bro, you sound like the Terminator. That's crazy. I mean, I don't mind sounding like the Terminator though. That's one of my favorite movies out there. Let's go. We got Bob in the house. Let's go, Bob. Let's go. He said, what's up, pick? And we cash in. Yeah, we're gonna cash some bets on this card. I only got one bet in for this card right now, Bob. I'm not really like confident in a lot of spots on this card, bro. But like I'm probably gonna do a parlay eventually, like on this card right now. Like I don't really like have a best read for parlays. I'm parlays like most of these fighters are on coming off a loss, so it's not like there's only like one fight where both girls are coming off win streak, and that fight is Kaden Souza and Ariane Lipsky. So that's the only fight where two fighters are coming off wins in a row. So every other fight, either one fighter is coming off an L or both fighters coming off an L. So it's just tricky match. There's some tricky matches on the card. Even though there's some chalky favorites on this card, it's gonna be tricky though. Bob said India did us proud yesterday. Lee said I put 30 on Haney to be dropped 2 times plus a cast. Bro, that paid out big time, bro. Let's go, Luke Semperino, bro. Yeah, I had a feeling that he might be able to pull off a decision. Like I was like, the decision prop. I should have hammered the. I also like when I was thinking about betting it, I was like looking at the number line because I knew that he was winning the better exchanges in the round like before round 7 even. I was like, it's only gonna take a couple of better like big exchanges from Ryan Garcia to steal this fight, and that's what happened. That should have been a TKO there, but the referee the referee had money on Devin Haney, so he really didn't want the fight to be stopped. But I think Devin Haney got stopped. He got like dropped and like almost slept out cold. He was like dazed for like since like the first round when he got rocked early. He had some good moments, man. I respect Devin Haney. He's a tough dude, man. He kept getting up from the canvas every time he got dropped. So credit to Devin Haney, but Garcia's a fucking problem. Holy shit. Ice Walking was good. Was good. Ice Walking said I bet a little on Garcia by decision live at plus 28. It was 2,800. Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, these like lines in boxing sometimes are crazy. Even the co-main win, I mean, that was a robbery. The co-main win was an absolute robbery, bro. That shouldn't have been. That should have gone to McCom though. But I know people had what's his name Barboza. I think I can't remember, fucking remember his name. Barboza. I think it's Barboza or not Barboza. I think it was Barboza. Yeah, in the co-main win, and I mean they gave it to him, but it was like a weird decision. The fight undercard was pretty terrible, man. But yeah, the main win, that's the only fight that really delivered. Like if Ron Garcia wasn't on that card, I like it was a terrible card. I mean, Devin Haney went out there won a boring decision, I think boxing like people would have just been like, what the hell is this card? Who put this card together? But Garcia really like held he really came through for boxing last night. I mean, it's better for boxing that Garcia won overall. Like his style is much better to watch. He's a bigger star in boxing right now, especially at super light heavy, not light heavyweight. I mean, super lightweight. It's better for boxing that he won. Honestly, I'm excited for. I think they can do a lot of fights now. They can probably do like a rematch between Tank Davis and Garcia, or they can do maybe Stevenson Sakur taking on maybe like Garcia. I don't know what's next for Haney though. I mean, they fought a bunch of times in the amateurs also, right? But maybe they run it back. But I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna run it back right now. I don't see that happening right now. They're probably gonna run it back eventually in the future. But maybe Devin Haney should fight Stevenson. I think that fight makes sense, to be honest, in my opinion. Louis said this card looks terrible for bets, man. Yeah, yeah. I only have one bet in on this card right now. I'm gonna wait for the props to drop. Maybe do like a some maybe touch some props. But I'm gonna go really light on this card. I don't really feel too good about this card. Anakin said, "What's up? Let's go, Anakin Skywalker. Good to see you, bro." Ice Walking said, Garcia said he wants to move up. No, he should not move up, bro. There's some killers at 147. There's no way you should move up to 147. He should stay at 140. Like, and he missed weight for 142. Like as much as it would be nice for us to see move up to 147. I don't think he should, man, because people at 147 hit him crazy hard. There's some fucking savages over there at 147, but I want to see him just maybe do a rematch with Devin Haney. Maybe he should make weight. If he made weight, he would have had the belt by now. He would be a champion right now. But I mean, he's a people champion, right? Everyone knows that he's a champion right now. Like, I mean, bro, like, what's his name? Yeah, Devin Haney's dad was so salty. He was like so salty in the post fight interview. Lou said they're only 25, which is crazy. Yeah, they're both only 25. I think they're both gonna get better. Even though Devin Haney took an L, he took a lot of damage. That fight probably should have been. It would have been better if it was stopped, to be honest, because it would have been better for Devin Haney, the career, because he wouldn't have been dropped so many times. But he got rocked so many times and took a lot of damage, and yeah, it just looked dazed. It didn't have his legs underneath him for majority of that fight either. So either way, man, it's gonna be a phenomenal. It's gonna be a fun match though. Either way, Luis said he wants Ennis. Bro, I'm not casual when it comes to boxing, so I don't follow like a lot of these weight classes. But I only like know about them like the like Canelos or like Charlos or like Crawford, Terrence Jr., like Tank Davis, Stevenson. Like I'm not like crazy. I don't know about some of these like other fighters in boxing, but I'm definitely gonna be watching Devin. I'm definitely gonna be watching Garcia's next fight, whoever he fights next. I'll definitely be watching him next. But yeah, let's look at some odds for this one. Like the odds for this one is where's the odds for? So Bonitas is coming. Bonitas is coming in at plus 170, and Machado coming in at minus 200. I'm glad I stayed away because I was thinking about parlaying Machado at minus 250, minus 225, but then I was like, I don't know, man. I think it goes over 1.5 too. I don't think Machado is gonna go out there and knock him out in the first round. Like even though we have seen Gabriel Bonitas get knocked out in the first round, the reason that Machado knocked out Steve Garcia in that first round because Steve Garcia was walking him down recklessly with his hands low. He got hit with the right counter from right hand from Machado as Steve Garcia was closing the distance and he wasn't like defensively sound. Bonitas has been knocked out a couple of times in the first round, so can it happen? Maybe. David Enama knocked him out in the first round. I mean, Sadiq Youssef was able to knock him out in the first round, so I don't know. I was over 1.5 was plus money. I would feel better about the over 1.5 at plus money, but I think under 2.5 is probably the way. Because I could see Machado finishing him later, or like I think these guys are not gonna grapple. They're both gonna be striking. There's gonna be a lot of finishing equity here, so I don't know if I'll get there, Machado. I like him as a parlay piece. I even liked him as a parlay piece at minus 225, minus 250, but I'm kind of glad that I stayed away because Bonitas is not a bum, bro. I mean, yeah, he's always has trouble when he's fighting up the rankings, like top guys that can strike and grapple with him. I'm gonna go Machado. I've been picking Machado to win because I think he's younger. He's obviously gonna be making more improvements overall. He's only 24 years old, which is crazy. I mean, he came into the UFC at 21 years old. Yeah, I like Machado. I think he's a more better boxer here. Like he's got more power also. Benitez is nice. He's got some nice leg kicks, body kicks, head kicks from the outside. And I mean, DC said that I think DC or someone at American Kickboxing Academy said that Benitez had some of the best kicking game out there at American Kickboxing. So AKA. So I'm gonna go Machado by like a second on TKO. I think he's gonna get the KO eventually because I think Benitez gets kind of reckless at times. But I think it goes over 1.5. But I'm not playing that. It's way too wide, man. The over 1.5 is way too wide for this fight. I mean, it should be like minus 120 at the very most, in my opinion. Yeah, Garcia looked phenomenal out there, man. I think his stock is through the roof right now. Garcia said he wants to move up now. Yeah, he should not be moving up. Anakin said, "Oh my God, Bonfim is fighting Lusa. Gabriel Bonfim is fighting Lusa, bro. Damn. I mean, as much as I love to hate on Bonfim now because he lost me so much money on that card where he fought Dalby, but I think he's gonna bounce back. I think Lusa's a fucking quitter, bro. I cannot pick a quitter. A guy that's gonna go out there and quit. There's no way I'll ever pick Lusa to win a fight. I mean, I was gonna make money betting on the battle because I had money on it. I actually got him. I think I got him at like minus 140, minus 142. Yeah, I got him at minus 142. But Lusa went out there and quit, bro. Like, so I hate Lusa. I don't like Lusa, to be honest. He's fighting Alusa at on July 13th. Which card is it? Is it like a pay-per-view card or like which card is it? Yeah, Bonfim, I think is gonna submit him, man. I mean, but Lusa doesn't have bad grappling. He's got good wrestling too. But it's gonna be a tricky matchup though either way. I think Bonfim's gonna club himself in though. I don't think Lusa's as good. I think Lusa's pretty terrible. Battles. I think Battle's like tougher than a guy like has better cardio than Bonfim and tougher. Is better all around than Bonfim, but Bonfim's still a top level guy. Even though he got kind of like humbled by Dolby, but he was trying to get a submission early, but then he kind of blew his gas tank. But yeah, Nate Brown, what's going on, Nate Brown? Yeah, like thing about Bonfim is like when he's tired, like he'll look at the clock, like he was doing in that fight with Dolby, and I was like, I knew my parlays were fucking dusted when I saw him looking at the clock and like in the early second round, even early first round, like late first round, he was looking at the clock too. He was like, yo, damn, this clock is going by the time's going by so slow. You can't pick Bonfim. I mean, I think Bonfim is gonna be the favorite here on the line. I don't even know the odds are out right now, but I'm expecting Bonfim to be the favorite. I mean, Lusa might be able to get it done if he just weathers the early storm. He might be able to fucking pull it off. Dolby is no joke. Yeah, Dolby is not. He's no joke. He's tough and he's got good cardio, which is what you need to beat a guy like Bonfim, and you need good submission defense also. Either way, man, it's gonna be a phenomenal matchup though. The troll said, "What's going on?" The troll said, "Not betting Bonfim." Yeah, I got PTSD forever now. It was gonna be tough for me to ever fucking bet Bonfim. I'm already picking Winch Bachel over what's his name Ismail Bonfim right now. I haven't even run tape yet, and I'm just the Bonfim brothers have left a fucking bad taste betting on them in the past. Let's go, boss guys. Shama. Everyone said he's not gonna get away. He's not gonna get away out Bonfim, and Lusa doesn't have great cardio either. Yeah, Lusa has nice wrestling though, so I think he's gonna shoot a takedown and get guillotine. Like, but if that doesn't happen, like, what's gonna happen later? Like, who's gonna have better cardio in that fight? I don't know. I don't know who's gonna have better cardio in that fight. I have no fucking clue, bro. Either way, like, it's probably gonna be I don't know how that fight's gonna go, to be honest. I think it's that Lusa recent fights have been underwhelming recently. Even that fight with McKee, bro. He beat the shit out of Reese McKee in that first round and second round. He almost finished him in the second round, and then I had a bet on Lusa. I had him parlay with I think the under 1.5 in the Volkanovski and the Gusov fight, and it was I think that was on the Perez card, Ray. I think that was a Perez card. I had Benoit Santini on that card and that parlay also. Like I that was a phenomenal card for me. That's probably one of the best cards I've had in a long time. Yeah, that was like I had so many parlays, 2 leg parlays. I had like so much fucking made so much money on that card, but Loose almost ruined a couple of my parlays. I was like, yo, third round he almost got finished in that third round, but McKee was putting it on him, but McKee just has no power. He's got no finishing equity. And instead of getting pieced up by McKee and then quitting versus Battle, yeah, it's just at least Bonfim is tough, right? He was still hanging in there. He wasn't like I don't think what the fuck am I? I don't think he was looking for the door, bro. I don't think he was looking for the door. But even when he was looking at the clock, it's not like he was quitting, right? At least fucking he's not a quitter like Lusa. Lusa straight up quit. He just didn't want to fight on, even though like he wasn't taking crazy damage. He knew that he's losing the fight, and he just quit, bro. And he said, "I hope to give Battle Michael Chiesa." Yo, I would love for them to give Michael Chiesa to Battle, bro. I would max by Battle in that spot. Michael Chiesa is one of the worst fighters, and I don't know how he's still ranked right now. I got no clue how he's still ranked in the top 15 right now for Michael Chiesa. Nate said, at least Bonfim quit from exhaustion. From Lusa quit from because he's a pussy. Yeah, I wouldn't say that Bonfim really quit. I mean, like Galbi landed like a nice knee up the middle, like so that kind of hurt him. And he was tired, yeah. He was definitely tired. So he kind of quit, but it wasn't as terrible as Lusa. Like Lusa just barely got. It wasn't even an eye poke. It was like kind of grazed his eye, and he just didn't want to fight on anymore. Then after that, he's trying to pretend like he wanted to fight. Lusa just an absolute fucking quitter. Like at least Bonfim is tough though. He's still in there. He didn't look for the like. I wouldn't say he would look for the door, but he got hurt. Obviously, Dolby was putting it on him, so it is what it is. But yeah, I mean that was crazy. That was a crazy moment there by Dolby. Dolby's a fucking killer, bro. Dolby's fighting Nat Facardino now. I'm gonna sprinkle Dolby by decision just in case, because if he doesn't get Dolby, if Facardino can't get him out of there, like Dolby might be able to fucking just land enough output on the feet, maybe hit him to the body. Because Dolby's cardio, like his confidence is gonna be at an all-time high now, beating a guy like a killer like Bonfim. Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy matchup, man. We got some fun fights this year. We got like some big fights this year. Hamdich Maya versus Robert Whitaker. We got Strickland versus Costa. We got some good matchups, man. I can't wait to see it. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Machado by a second, like a second round KO. I think eventually he's gonna hurt Bonitas, and Bonitas doesn't really have good recovery when he gets rocked. Bonitas, I mean, the way I see Bonitas if he wins is gonna be out striking Machado. I don't think he's knocking him out. I know Borstov knocked him out, but Borstov is an absolute killer, has a lot of kickboxing experience. Is a phenomenal kickboxer and has very technical. He's very technically sound. I like Machado here to get it done. I think I like a second on TKO. I don't know if I'll get there betting wise. Like these guys, like I don't really. I mean, I wouldn't really say that I don't trust Machado, but who knows how he's gonna look out there. He's on a 2-5 losing streak. Like you never know what kind of where he's at mentally. But I'm gonna say Machado gets it done more than likely though. And I was thinking about the under 2.5, and when the props drop, I haven't even. I don't know. Can this go the distance? I mean, Benitez is not a pussy, right? He's pretty tough. But these guys are strikers, so I see one of them getting a finish eventually. So maybe fight doesn't go the distance. We got Ivana Petrovic taking on Na Liang. I know people think this is free money for Petrovic. So he came in, debuted against Luana Carolina. I was not sold on her. I ran her tape and I was like, let me see how good this girl is, because people are like, everyone was picking Luana Carolina in that spot. Like 86% of people are picking Ivana Petrovic. I mean. And I was not one of them. I was like, Luana Carolina can win this fight. She just defends takedowns and lands more output on the feet. I know there's people out there that are saying that was a robbery. It was not a robbery. It was a unanimous decision for Carolina. But Petrovic, when she can't get the takedowns, it's not a good sign. Like she can strike, it doesn't have crazy power on the feet. And this fight, like she's coming in as a big time favorite here. Na Liang, like she's on a 3-5 losing streak, and this is the UFC doing Petrovic a favor here. So they're trying to give her an easy matchup. But what I will say about Na Liang, she's training at a better gym now. I don't know what gym she's training at, but I heard she's training at like a much better gym now. So she's trying to save her career here. Like, does she lose another fight? She's probably gonna be on her way out of the UFC here. So I don't know what's gonna happen here. Like, I'm not as confident as the betting lines here. Like, I think Petrovic has the better wrestling, better cardio, better durability. We haven't really seen her fight anyone that's like that can like rock her or anything like that. So she's been fighting in Aries FC where I don't think Aries FC has the best competition out there for these up and comers. That's in Perez French. So Na Liang, she's dangerous in the first 3 minutes. If you just don't get finished in the first 3 minutes. Yeah, I actually took JJ Aldrich. I took the under 2.5 there because I knew that eventually, like when you get a takedown, you get in full mon. Like Na Liang has no guard game, so like let you pass her guard and you can ground and pound her. Like it's really fucking easy to pass her guard, and she's got no cardio. Like she kind of just falls off a cliff after the first 3 minutes. I took JJ Aldrich by I should have bet on the second on KO, but I was like, maybe she can finish her in the first round. But JJ Aldrich was able to get her out of there in the second round. So the KO came through for me there. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Petrovic by like a submission or like a late finish, maybe like a third round finish, late second round finish. I'm not gonna be betting this fight. I'm gonna take it easy, man. And there's no reason to be for anyone to go out there and bet her minus 500. Like what the fuck's he done to be minus 500? Like tell me. What has Petrovic done to be minus 500 here? Like, he hasn't done shit. I mean, Leona Carolina has been looking solid out there, so we'll give her a pass there. But what has Petrovic done in the UFC to be minus 500 over anyone? Like, I don't get it. Like, I really don't get it here. What's the line right now? It shouldn't be this high. It's minus 550 now. It's getting even. It's getting even better. It's getting even It's getting even chalkier now for Petrovic. Minus 550. I mean, good luck if you're betting that. I know there's people out there that have parlays with Petrovic, and I know it looks like free money, and it might be free money. But if Na Liang, he's gonna be hungry. He's gonna be like looking to get this done because this is do or die for Na Liang's career. So he shouldn't have never made it to the UFC. I think he fought absolute cans outside the UFC. So even the UFC, they haven't given her like tough matchups. I'll say that like our Ariane Carnelossi, like that's just a tough matchup though. But so Gomez, who was knocked her out in the first round on the feet, JJ Ultrich, I think Na Liang won the first round there. I remember. I think she won the first round. She was taking down JJ Ultras down, which is not easy. Like JJ Ultras is not an easy girl to take down and grapple. So Na Liang, like, I mean, she's not a complete bum. She's got a good skill set. It's just her fight IQ, her cardio is durability is questionable, and her grappling like defense is really fucking shit. So I kind of get it why the line is like this high, but at the very most, it should not be more than like minus 300. Like I would cap not Petrovic at minus 300 at the very most. Anything higher than that, you're just like taking a bunch of risk out there. I gotta pick Petrovic though, because I think she's like I just mentioned, she's got better cardio, better durability, better fight IQ, I think, than Na Liang. But Na Liang is really reckless out there. She'll throw like several balls to the wall in the first round. So Na Liang maybe round one. If her path to victory is gonna be round one submission or like a knockout or something. But I don't think she's gonna submit Petrovic here. Also Petrovic is like 5'8" with the 70-inch reach. She's gonna have the reach advantage here. She's also much bigger. So this is the UFC throwing her a bone here. They're basically giving her freebie, and we're gonna find out if Petrovic can make it look easy. Like everyone thinks he's gonna go out there and make it look easy. Over 1.5 minus 120. I think it goes over 1.5. I don't think Petrovic is gonna. She's like some monster killer or something. She's gonna run through her like in the first round. I think like a late second round KO, but I'm just gonna pass, man. There's no reason to be betting this fight. She might go out there make it look easy, then everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, easy money, Petrovic," and that might happen. But I'm good, man. I'm good enough. I'm not betting this fight. Fuck that. Let's see what people think in the chat. I think I said Lusa recent fights have been underwhelming recently. Yeah. I mean, he's got a good. I mean, in that Jack Della Maddalena fight, he wasn't looking terrible. His chin is pretty solid though. He's tough, but like the way he looked the way he quit in that battle fight, like this never really want to see that, right? But yeah, I mean, this is a really low level MMA fight, and I really don't know what's gonna happen here. And then instead of getting pieced up by McKee and quitting versus Battle, yeah. Bro, Nate Brown said this is one of the sketchiest fights I've ever seen. Yeah, I agree with you, Nate Brown. I know people are saying, "Oh, it's gonna be easy money in Petrovic." I mean, good luck if you're betting minus 550. I mean, fucking good luck. I hope you guys cast that minus 550 in your parlays. It's not even worth it. I would not even bet her at minus 300. I would just pass on Petrovic at minus 300. If she's like minus 200, I think I would parlay her minus 200 because I think she's got the better skill set, and I'm picking to win here. Minus 200, I would parlay her minus for 250. I would parlay her minus like minus 500, man, 550. Like just what the hell has he done? What has he done to be minus 550 in this fight? She hasn't done shit. And I picked Luana Carolina as a minus one plus 185 underdog to win in that spot there. So everyone was picking Petrovic in that spot too, so I wasn't sold on her. Then I think she's gonna win more than likely. I would give her like a 70%, like maybe like a 65% chance of winning this fight. The odds are giving her like at least like 80%, 85% chance of like almost like a 90% chance. They're giving her like their thing is like this is gonna run her over, and I don't know if that's gonna happen. JJ Ultra is not really a finisher, but I knew she might be able to get a finish later, so. I think Petrovic like a second on. You might want to sprinkle the run props if you want to sprinkle anything. It's not worth betting the money line on parlay. I would maybe like look at the props when the props drop. Maybe like Petrovic like a second, third round finish. Maybe I'm just gonna pass, man. There's no reason to be betting this fight. You don't need to bet every fight out there. So this is one of the fights where I'm good. Klausner said, what's going on, Klausner? Said Joshua Van needs a new opponent. Summer Doherty pull out. Summer Doherty, bro, I think he's gonna get ran through. I was excited to see Joshua Van taking on my boy Lucas Rocha. Yeah, that would have been a good matchup because Luka Rocha has a lot of knockout finishing ability. Like he's got some power and he's coming off of one of the best knockouts in the Contender Series with a flying knee knockout over Davey Betancourt Costa. I think he fought Betancourt Costa on a Contender Series. And Joshua, that was gonna be a good matchup, man. And I think the Vegas 90 card. I think it was a Vegas 89 or Vegas 90 card. I think it was Vegas 90 card where they're supposed to fight on that Brendan Allen and Chris Curtis card. I think it was. Boskak said minus 550 women's MMA is insane. Yeah, I agree with you 100%, bro. Ice Viking said, "Am I betting on Na Liang?" I'd say no. Yes. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right? I was saying the same thing about Garcia. Like, if you bet on a guy like Garcia at this line, what's the worst that can happen? I should have bet him. I didn't bet on it. I should have. I was thinking about betting it in the sixth, seventh round, and the line they fucking closed the lines on me. But yeah, Garcia fucking look, but Na Liang doesn't really have that skill set. He's not like their durability is really questionable, and their grappling defense is really questionable. And Petrovic's gonna be bigger, so I kind of get the line, but at the same time I don't because Petrovic hasn't done shit to be -550 here, so more than likely she gets it done. I think she gets like a second round submission or ground and pound, like a third round submission ground and pound. But I don't know, man. I'm just gonna sit back and watch this fight. I said the same thing about Mullins. Then I go out there and in the morning on fight night. I think it was Saturday in the morning. I wake up in the morning. I'm in the restaurant, fucking pouring Mullins with Masamuto. Like I gotta have better self control. I should have stayed. I said the same thing about Mullins. I mean, what has he done to be -350 over anyone? And then I go out there and parlay Mullins over fucking over that girl she fought. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna stay with you. I still got PTSD from Mullins. Like these women's MMA fighters, man, you should never be parlaying anyone at -550 unless it's Killa Harrison or something like that. Like Killa Harrison actually look good out there. But yeah, Ivana Petrovic hasn't done anything to be -550 here. And same thing about this fight. Why has Kaden Souza done to be minus fucking 350, -400 here? Like I really don't get it. Like it's gonna be bigger here. Yeah, I actually bet on Kaden Silva by submission in that spot. I think that was the same card where we saw Willie Cat Santos. Was he fighting on that card? Willie Cat Santos. I had a parlay with Willie Cat Santos and Kaden Silva. I think Willie Cat Santos was on this card too, right? Yeah, Alcas Harris was on this card too. We took the Alcas Harris by decision in that spot there too. So, oh yeah, Abubakar Nurmagomedov. I picked Abubakar Nurmagomedov there. That was one of the worst picks I've ever made in my life. Yeah, Willie Santos was on this card too, and yeah, I actually bet on Andre Lipsky by decision. He was on his way to winning that fight too. This is a good card. This is a good fight night card too. I mean, I'm still pissed off. Even though I picked up Ballsy, they robbed Kai Kara France bad on that card. Hopefully they do a rematch and Albazi gets fucking humbled, bro. Because I mean, I picked Albazi, but he did not win that fight there. Hopefully they run that back. I want to see Albazi get fucking humbled because he's such a fucking. I don't like Albazi to be honest. But yeah, let's get back to this fight. So Martik, man, I mean, she's fought in LFA before. She's like, getting a win over Amber Brown is not the worst bet, not the worst look there. Even though she was like 7-6 at the time. Amber Brown went out there. Did she get a win recently? I think she lost her fight recently. Amber Brown in LFA. I think. Yeah, she lost her last fight, so never mind. Yeah, like Marnik, man. I mean, she's tough though. Like she's very undersized. She should be fighting at like atom weight. They don't have atom weight for women's MMA in the UFC. So sucks for her. Like she can't. Like she's so undersized, and she got knocked out by Bruno Brazil. But Bruno Brazil was able to just stay at distance and just land those kicks over and over. She rocked her with a head kick, and the referee stopped the fight after. But she's tough, man. I picked Josephine Knudsen by like I think I picked her by like a late TKO, like a third round TKO. But she hung in there. She took a beating in that fight. I mean, Kaden Souza, like, what is he really good at? He's really good at like mixing in takedowns and striking on the feet. She got heel hooked by I think knee bar. I thought it was a heel hook, but yeah, Kaden Silva rocked her on the feet, and then she shot a takedown on her, got her down, and submitted her. But Kaden Silva was an absolute killer, so really no shame there. She's fought in what's this promotion called? Women's MMA promotion. Invicta, yeah, Invicta. I don't know, man. This is Marnik, man, might be able to pull it off. She's really tough, man, and but she's got no power, like no wrestling, like she's actually got some grappling. She can grapple. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on in this fight. I think people think that Kaden Souza is free money, but what has he done to be free money here? And this is the same thing about. I'm gonna say the same thing about this fight that I said about. I think Martik Man is tougher than. I think he's actually tougher than Na Liang though. I think Martik Man beats a girl like Na Liang if they were to fight right now. Even though like Martik Man fights at 115, I think she could move up to 125 and beat a girl like Na Liang. So Martik Man is tough, man. She's really tough. Just that she's really undersized. She's only 5 feet tall, and she actually has a reach advantage here. But I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen in this fight. I'm really not confident here. Yeah, I'm not really not confident here. I don't really feel too good about this one. Um, Kaden Souza, she should win with the grappling, with the size. If she doesn't win this fight, just cut her from the UFC. They should cut her from the UFC. She can't get this done here. I'm gonna say Kaden Souza on the scorecards. What's in line for this one? Kaden Souza. I'm gonna stay away from this one more than likely. Minus 325 for Kaden Souza. Over 2.5, minus 255. I think it goes over 2.5 rounds. I wish it was like minus 200 though, because Marnik Man is tough though. She doesn't really quit out there. She got knocked out by a head kick from Brazil. Souza's not really going to be throwing head kicks out there. She's not like a crazy good striker on the feet. She can grapple, she can strike though. She's like okay everywhere. I'm gonna say Kaden Souza on scorecards, but I don't really feel too good about it. Up next, we got Donto Mays taking on Kyle Machado. It's gonna be a good matchup, man. I've been picking Kyle Machado because I think he was gonna let more output out there. I don't really like his striking that much though. His like striking is not like crazy technical. He's only 29 years old, so for heavyweight, I mean, he's gonna look better and better out there. He actually outstruck Mick Perkins on the significant strikes, and some people think that was a robbery. I think Mick Perkins got it done with the ground control. He was getting takedowns on Kyle Machado. Do you hunt Donto Mays? Is he gonna get this done, man? He might, but I just don't like him. I just don't like Donto Mays. Yeah, I've not Rodrigo Nascimento was our lock, but then I picked Andre Arlovsky to beat him. Arlovsky was on his way to beating him too. He just got caught with the right hand from Donto Mays, which rocked him. So Donto Mays has more power in this fight. He's actually got the reach advantage. He's a big dude, man. 6'6" with 81-inch reach. So he's a big dude. Donto Mays, I don't really think Donto Mays is as good though. This fight, he was supposed to go out there and beat Hamdi Abdul Wahab, whatever his name is. This guy was on the juice, so they turned it into no contest. Yeah, they called it I guess they overturned it. So I'm gonna pick Kyle Machado. I think he can land more output on the feed, but he's not even an underdog anymore. I picked him when he was underdog. I picked him when he was underdog. Like last week. I didn't bet it though. I should have maybe sprinkled it, but I was like, I don't know, man. Heavyweight fighters coming into UFC, like who knows? This is a very low level heavyweight fight, and you look good in that. A Mick Perkins fight, and Mick Perkins is pretty solid. He's not bad. Yeah, Kyle Machado is actually coming in at minus 129. So I guess the people are saying what I'm saying earlier. I think it goes over 2.5 rounds. I don't think these guys are finishing each other. Machado's really tough. He's not gonna quit out there down to like Arlovsky. Arlovsky really didn't quit, but he got rocked and he did kind of quit actually. And also, like Machado's still young, so it's not like he's not. Mays isn't fighting like a 42-year-old under Arlovsky here. I think Machado gets it done, but I don't know. Like I would like him as underdog here. If you got in on Machado like plus 136, I think it's plus 136 when I did my early picks video. He's not even underdog here anymore. Taz said, my Indian brother, your audio is better than earlier, but you still need a better mic, maybe some acoustics in your room. Want me to send you an Amazon link? I'll definitely be upgrading that soon, bro. 100%. Nate Brown said I fade all Jones sparring partners. Yeah, I mean, what's his name? That green guy. The guy that fights in PFO right now. He's one of the worst fighters. Maurice Green, yeah, it was Maurice Green, right? He trains with John Jones, and he's one of the worst fighters in the PFO overall in MMA. Yeah, I don't think Donto is good. I mean, Lipsky was clearly on his way to beating him. He was outstriking him easy, keeping him guessing. And even in that Nascimento fight, Nascimento is not really like a good striker. I don't think he's a good striker. I thought Nascimento was gonna get some takedowns on him, maybe out grapple him. That was a rematch, by the way. So Nascimento's already beat him twice. Um, yeah, Nascimento already beat him in the past. I just don't think my Mays is good. He's big though, so he's definitely can not land a knockout punch on Machado. But I'm gonna go with Kaya Machado on the scorecards. Maybe Kaya Machado by decision. I think he can. This contender series fight was one of the worst fights. I picked him as a dog in that spot too. And Kevin Swarsky, if you watch tape on Kevin Swarsky, whatever his fucking name is, he throws punches like he's like it's like from his fucking hips. Like he throws punches from his hips. And I picked Machado there by submission. I think I picked him by submission, but he got it done by decision. So um, I'm gonna say Machado gets it done. I think he's gonna land more output on the feet. He just has to avoid the one punch from Donto here and there. And it's not like Donto has crazy technical striking, right? He'll like throw some power punches. If he lands, he can hurt you. But if he doesn't land, he's gonna lose this fight. I'm gonna pick Kyle Machado on the scorecards here. And the line, I mean, I don't really like the line anymore. Like -129 for Machado now. I think it's better to just sprinkle his decision because I don't think it's submitting Mays. Mays just takedown defense looked pretty solid in that Nascimento fight. I think he goes over 2.5 rounds. I think this is gonna be like that Mick Perkins versus Usman fight where they're just gonna be trading on the feet. And I think Machado is gonna touch him more from the outside. I think he's gonna be landing more output. He actually outstruck Mick Perkins. This is not easy. Mick Perkins is a very good point fighter at heavyweight. I'm gonna pick Machado on the scorecards here. I think it goes the distance either way. Up next, we got Austin Hubbard taking a Michael Figl. Now this is a tough one, man. I've been having a tough time picking a winner here. This is definitely a tough one, man. This is a tough one because Austin Hubbard's looked pretty good in that Kurt Holloway fight. But Kurt Holloway was outstriking him, and he was actually landing better power punches and rocking him a couple of times. And then then Austin Hubbard shot 2 takedowns on Kurt Holloway, and they were like grappling on the ground, and then Kurt Holloway was able to get the arm triangle off. Was that a triangle or was that arm? I thought it was an arm triangle, but it's actually the triangle. So he was able to submit him in the second round there. So Figl hasn't fought since first GM fight. I was doing tape study for GM's last fight when he fought that jiu-jitsu nerd. Who's that guy that he fought? I always forget his name. Claudio Puelos, yeah. So he got kind of grappled in that fight too, which is not the best look for Michael Figl. Now he has taken time off and he's coming back almost like a year. He's actually coming back after a year and a half. And these Cage Warriors fighters are tough to trust because I don't like. There's only like 1 or 2 Cage Warrior fighters that are good out there in the UFC that have success. Most of them, I don't think they're as good. I'm gonna. I think it goes the distance either way. I don't think Michael Figl is finishing Austin Hubbard, and I don't think Austin Hubbard is gonna finish him. Austin Hubbard is probably gonna be the better technical striker here, but Figl has power and he's got the grappling upside here. He's got the better wrestling, so I do like Figl grappling here, which is I'm gonna lean towards Figl, but there's no way to be betting him at one. Like there's so many fights that it's just tough to be betting on this card. I know people are still gonna bet it and they're gonna parlay Figl, and maybe he looks good out there and he gets it done. Albert has never really won a fight in the UFC, right? He won a fight Dakota Bush and he couldn't even knock him out. Dakota Bush is one of the chinniest guys in the UFC overall. He was not in the UFC anymore, but he was one of the chinniest guys in the UFC ever. Figl by decision, I think. Yeah, I think Figl by decision, but should he be the favorite in this one? I mean, he's still the younger guy here. He's only like 27 years old, 5 years younger, so he's still got time to make improvements in this fight. Let's see what the hell's the line for this one. It's gotta be like -150, right, for Figl now. -153 for Figl. I like the over 2.5. I think you can throw the over 2.5 in a parlay because Figl might get some takedowns and control him, but I don't think he's gonna submit him. I think Figl by decision maybe, but the layoff is concerning. I don't like picking people off layoffs, but I pick Austin Hubbard over Kurt Holloway, and he just looked pretty terrible in that fight. I'm gonna pick Figl by decision here. I think there's gonna be a lot of boring decisions here on this card. Taz said, "Hey Goose, bro, Tad, you gotta fucking chill out, dude. I'm gonna fucking time you out. I'm breaking down the fight card, man. What do you want me to say?" Okay, I think Figlak's gonna get this done by decision. I think he's gonna be able to outstrike him and then maybe mix in a takedown every round. And I think that's how the fight's gonna go overall. It's fucking crazy. Joshua Van, I mean, who should Joshua Van fight next, right? Like, who's maybe the winner of Manus? When is Manus fighting? I'm not even sure when Nate Manus is fighting. But yeah, Joshua Van is he's definitely the dark horse at 125 right now. Maybe feed him Mash Snell. Feed him Mash Snell. Maybe that probably would make sense to feed him Mash Snell. Maybe. I would have liked to see Joshua Van, Mateus Nicolau. I think that would have been a good matchup, man. That would have been a sick ass matchup, to be honest. All right, and then what's the next fight? Next fight up, we got Ronnie Yaya taking on Victor Henry. I am kind of confident Victor Henry here. I don't think Ronnie Yaya is gonna have success with the grappling here, and I don't think he's not good on the feet. I don't think he's good on the feet. He'll throw he's not like terrible. Like he's willing to like strike with you on the feet, but his chin is really questionable, man. He's been knocked out a couple of times now. Damn, he's only been knocked out once, but yeah, he came back after a layoff in that Monto Jackson fight, and we all picked Monto Jackson by knockout there. That was an easy read. But yeah, he wasn't looking terrible until like the knockdown though. He actually was looking terrible. He was getting outstruck easy. Has a winner with Kongo Khan, Mr. Perfect. I think Victor Henry wins this fight pretty easy. I'm pretty confident Victor Henry to win. Minus 500 is kind of crazy though. It is kind of chalky. There's so many chalky favorites on this fight card, man. I think there's gonna be a couple of big upsets on the card. I don't think this is gonna be the one. I think Henry's gonna win this fight pretty easy. Under 2.5 rounds, minus 145. Why is under 2.5 minus 145? Victor Henry's not really a finisher. Why is this under 2.5 plus money here? Is he gonna submit Ronnie Yaya? I don't see him submitting him. He's not really a finisher in the UFC. I mean, he's got finishes in Ryzen, right? I think it goes the distance. Victor Henry by decision. I don't know why the under 2.5 is plus money here. Probably not a bad bet to be taking that over 2.5, but who knows what kind of shape Ronnie Yaya is in. And these guys are both like getting up there in age, so you never know when the durability is gonna fall off for Ronnie Yaya. He's also coming off a knockout loss now. I think it goes over 2.5 rounds. Maybe there's a TKO stoppage, like standing TKO stoppage. If Victor Henry just puts it on him and lands a ton of volume, and then maybe gets a doctor stoppage or something. I think it goes over 2.5 rounds. So I definitely see this going over 2.5 rounds. But yeah, I think it goes over 2.5. Ronnie Yaya is pretty tough. He's not a quitter out there. I don't think he's gonna quit out there. Anthony said, does Toronto have some good Indian places to eat at? Yeah, they definitely do, bro. They definitely do. If you gotta go to Brampton though, Brampton's like right next to Toronto, and Mississauga, like that's where all the good places to eat at. Mike Walking said mechanics are getting set to hunt some predators. Is that like hockey? Are we talking about hockey right now, Ice Walking? Paco said fight goes for plus money is a good shot. Yeah, I think it goes the distance, man. I mean, Victor Henry has as much volume that he lands. He's got pillow hands. He's got no power. The only way I see a knockout is if Ronnie Yaya can like deal with the pace of Victor Henry and he just doesn't defend himself, and maybe like a late standing TKO if anything, but I don't see that happening. Ronnie Yaya is pretty tough. He's not fighting a power puncher like Monto Jackson here. Monto Jackson has way more power than Victor Henry. I think it goes the distance either way. Victor Henry by 30-27 decision. I said he was a good parlay piece, but minus 500, bro. Like, what are you gonna do? Minus 510. I think he's a much better parlay piece than that girl Ivana Petrovic. At least Victor Henry's a proven guy in the UFC, right? What the hell has Ivana Petrovic done to be minus 550? And you're actually getting a better line than Victor Henry here, -510. But I think Victor Henry gets it done. He had trouble with the Souza, which is not the best look. He just looked off in that fight. Yeah, he was supposed to win that match. I mean, because he went out there and beat Ronnie Barcelos, which is like one of the best fights ever. He put it on Ronnie Barcelos for all 3 rounds, landed like over 150 strikes or something like that. I think Victor Henry gets this done by decision. Over 2.5. I like the over 2.5 here, +115. I'll probably sprinkle that. Hopefully people keep betting the over under 2.5, so maybe get a better number later this week. Up next we got where's the next? Okay. Up next we got Jonathan Pierce taking on David Enama. I'm gonna pick the underdog here. I'm gonna do it, man. Jonathan Pierce, I feel like people kind of overrate him because he does have. Let me not say that people overrate him. He does have a good skill set. He's not really dangerous though. I don't think he's really dangerous. Like, he's got a lot of finishes, but 9 wins by knockout. I mean, like, if you go through people that he's knocking out right now, right? Who's he knocking out? Kai Kamaka, I mean, that's honestly looking good for him right now because Kai Kamaka looked good out there in that PFO fight last week. Has a winner with Christian Rodriguez, but Christian Rodriguez gave him hell in that fight. Christian Rodriguez had like a guillotine chokes locked in a couple of times and he just couldn't finish it. But he gave him everything that he can handle. And Christian Rodriguez took that fight in short notice also, and we can't forget that. He knocked out Makwan Amirkhani. Makwan Amirkhani is fighting in octagon now. He's losing in octagon now too. And I actually picked the underdog to be Makwan Amirkhani in octagon his last time around. Darren Elkins, he should have finished Darren Elkins. Come on, you got to figure. As tough as Darren Elkins is, they call him the damage for a reason. Takes a ton of damage. But he should have finished Darren Elkins. Joe Lozon knocked him out in the first round. He's been knocked out a couple of times in the first round. He's been finished a couple of times too, right? He's been finished in amateurs also. He's got like 4 losses by finish. Then I picked Brito. I think I picked him into the distance, yeah, and we bet on Brito too at plus money there. And yeah, most of the sharp cappers were picking Pierce there, and Pierce was looking good in that fight. To be fair to them, he's actually looking good out there, getting takedowns and controlling him. Then he's like, why don't you do something about it? And then Brito fucking just submits him after like 10 seconds later. It was hilarious. That was Brito's an absolute killer though. Brito's fighting Jack Shore in a couple of weeks from now. And I do have a bet on Brito for UFC 301. He's my only bet right now for UFC 301 right now, 301. Can he bounce back here? I mean, the odds maker, the books think that he's gonna bounce back here. The thing I'll say about David Enama, I think he's got more finishing equity here. He's way more dangerous on the feet and on the ground also with the submission game. What I will say about David Enama is the reason I haven't bet him yet. I'm thinking about it. I want like at least like a plus 180 or plus 200 number on Enama here because if he doesn't get a finish, man, I mean, he's never won a decision, right? I mean, can he win a decision out there? Can he go land more, have the better moments in this fight, and it can outweigh the grappling exchanges? I could see that. I could definitely see that. I could see that happening for sure. I'm gonna pick Enama as underdog. I think Enama is always a good underdog, man. Has a submission win over Garrett Armfields is pretty tough. Knocking out Giba Bonitas. He was looking terrible in that first round, like the first couple minutes, but eventually found the knockout. Lost to Mason Jones, who should be fighting in the UFC, should not be fighting in Cage Warriors. Need Landwehr, obviously, we know how fucking that was an absolute junkyard type of fight. That was like fight of the night. Yeah, that was a fight of the night there. Fight of the night, yeah. UFC fight of the night. One of the best fights ever. We know how Nate Landwehr is the biggest fucking dog in the yard. And Enama put it on him. He rocked him so many times. I feel like if he rocks a guy like Jonathan Pierce, I think he's gonna get him out of there. I'm gonna pick Enama by like a second on TKO. I think he's gonna find a kill shot. I might get grappled. He might get taken down. I could see him getting taken down here. But I'm gonna pick Enama by knockout here. I think he's gonna find a kill shot eventually. No, the odds for this fight is David Enama coming in at plus 153. So I'm gonna wait for the line. I'm gonna keep an eye on the line. I want at least like a plus 180 number. I think we're gonna get plus 180 in Enama like later this week. Because I think people are gonna be parlaying Jonathan Pierce because they see the clear cut grappling side for him here. I think he goes over 1.5. I don't think Enama is gonna just knock him out in the first round like he did with Bonitas. Right? Bonitas is not really that good. His durability is really questionable. Pierce is pretty tough though. Enama, like underdog. I like Enama as underdog here. I'm gonna pick Enama by late second on TKO. When I think he's gonna work his way back up eventually. He's very athletic too. I think he's more athletic than Jonathan Pierce here. But Pierce is like got some of the best grappling and wrestling. So I'm gonna pick Enama because I think he's more dangerous than anytime Jonathan Pierce fights someone that's dangerous. He fought Brito, who's dangerous, and we were Brito there. He fought Lozon, who's not. Joe Lozon was on his way out of the UFC back then too, and he eventually knocked him out in the first round. So his durability is kind of questionable, man. Omar Morales not really dangerous. Kai Kamaka not really dangerous. These guys are point fighters. Christian Rodriguez not really dangerous. Point fighter. Makwan Amerikani has no cardio past the first round. Darren Elkins has like it's super old. He's like 40 years old. Still can beat some guys out there, but not really a finisher. He's more of a decisionator. So anytime he's facing guys that are dangerous out there, he's having trouble with those guys out there. Ice Walking said, "Yo, yeah, Vancouver Canucks playoff energy, bro. That's sick, bro. Hope you enjoy the games. I don't really watch hockey to be honest." Nate Brown said, Jared Gooden versus Joe said, who you got? I think Kevin Jusset's gonna win. Jared Gooden, I know he looked really good out there. Poaton's a prodigy. Yeah, I think you think Jordan can crack Kevin just said, nah, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna pick Kevin. Like I wasn't on Kevin just said. I picked that guy to beat Kevin just said, but Kevin just said looked phenomenal out there, bro. His striking from the outside is phenomenal. Jared Gordon. I mean, Wellington Turman is pretty horrible. Like I don't know. I don't know how anyone bet Wellington Turman or bet anything. I was thinking about betting the fights and go the distance there or under 2.5 rounds, and I just didn't get there. I should have bet it under 2.5 rounds there because I was like Wellington Turman's durability is really questionable. Kevin just shuts. He's been knocked out before, like a doctor stoppage with JDM. Yeah, I'm picking Kevin just said there. I think Kevin just said by decision. Five rounds said, let's go Enama. Yeah, I'm picking Enama. Let's go 5 round. Make sure you guys go drop us up to about 5 round, man. Me and him are probably gonna do a breakdown for this card later this week when all the props and everything drop. That's cool. Make sure you guys go check out his channel. He's get our boy 200 subs now. He's almost there. He's only needs like 10 more subscribers to get 200. All right, guys. Up next, we got So I'm picking Enama by knockout second on. I'm gonna wait for the line to be like plus 180. Then I'll definitely bet at least like I'm probably gonna bet half unit because I do see a path to victory for Pierce. I get why people are favoring him here, but I like Enama as a dog here, man. Enama's dangerous, and he's been getting knockouts before, even as underdog. Now he was a 3-1 favorite, and every time he's underdog, I think he looks better out there when he's underdog than when he's a favorite out there. I like Enama. I think Enama is still only 29 years old, and I think he can get this done by knockout, second on knockout for Enama. Up next, we got Tim Means taking on Urs Medic. Now, this is a tough one, man. I mean, I was thinking about pulling Urs Medic, then I was like, let me fucking watch some tape on Tim Means. Tim Means is pretty tough, man. I mean, normally he'll get rocked, and then he'll shoot a takedown, and you catch him in a submission. That's the way people get him out of there. He's only been knocked out like one time in the UFC overall in like 20, how many fights? Like almost like 28 fights overall. He's only been knocked out once. And he's fought everyone, right? He fought everyone. Fialho is obviously he's not in these anymore. So I had the fight doesn't go the distance there, and I'm happy that Team Means at least got him out of there in the third round. Morono, I mean, he wasn't looking terrible in that Morono fight, but then he shot a takedown and ran into the guillotine in the second round. Max Griffin split decision. Kevin Holland, Derv choked him. Has a win over Nicholas Dalby. Like that's honestly looking good for him right now. Mike Perry win. Lorenzo Storopoli, obviously we saw Storopoli get submitted on the PFO last week. We picked Ramazana we picked him by finish there. I think I picked him by submission or something like that. Second on, I thought it was gonna be second on, but Ramazana was able to get it done. But he was the first one to submit him. So this guy's honestly fought Thiago Alves. I mean, Nico Price knocked him out, which is like questionable. Nico Price, he's kind of dangerous, and he's got kind of a brawling type of style. Has a split decision to Bilal Muhammad from 2017. This guy's fought everyone, man. Sabah Hamasi fights in Bellator. Like this guy's fought everyone. Jorge Masvidal, like this guy, like he's been in there, man, with everyone. He's 40 years old now, so just on the age and the damage that he's taken over the years. I'm gonna pick Medic here, but I don't think I'll get there on Medic here. I picked him over Murtabek Robai because Murtabek Robai. I've seen Murtabek Robai in the LFA cage before, but that was a step up for Robai, and he got rocked early in the first round. Medic actually had some good moments in that first round. Eventually, you just have to walk him down and get a takedown and get some takedowns on. He got like a couple of takedowns on him. Then he was able to get him out of there with a neck crank. Wasn't even under the chin. Earlby is a beast though. Earlby's moved. He's moving down to 155 now, fighting Elvis Brenner at UFC 301. I'm actually really excited to see that matchup. I think that's gonna be one of the best matchups on that card. That's gonna be a sick ass matchup because Earlby is a problem, man. Earlby is definitely a problem because you better hope you knock this guy out, or he's gonna just walk you down and take you down. His wrestling is phenomenal. So, and then I picked Matthew. And then I picked Medic to beat Matthew Summersberger. And yeah, he was fighting at 155 now. Like before, he moved up to 170. So has a loss to Jalen Turner, who's pretty dangerous. I know Jalen Turner like lost to Moicano, but Jalen Turner is still a top level guy. I'm gonna pick Medic here, but I'm not as confident at this line. Like this line is definitely crazy. I feel like the line for this fight, like minus 300 for Medic. Like come on, like. So I think he was like minus 250 earlier. So people are definitely parlaying Medic here. Over 1.5, I think it goes. Does it go? I think it goes over 1.5, man. Beans is really tough. I could see like a late TKO if Medic really puts it on him. I think Medic's going to be faster, better striker here. He's going to have more power, obviously. I see like a third round TKO for Medic here. Means is really tough, man. He's pretty tough. He's only been knocked out once in 28 fights in the UFC level. That's crazy durability. And he's been finished a bunch of times, club and sub. Medic doesn't really submit people, right? Maybe can he go out there, submit a guy like Means, hurts him on the feet, and then locks in a guillotine choke or something. Yeah, it could happen, but I think Medic by like a third round TKO. But I don't know if I'll get there on the as a parlay piece. I mean, I don't know, man. He's only having trouble with grapplers, right? Guys that can. I mean, Dylan Turner was able to rock him on the feet and then club and sub him, but Orbai like was able to take him down and just fucking break him down with the grappling. So that's the only trouble that he had. But Tim Means, Dirty Bird, man, dude is fucking tough. Like, oh, I gotta give him credit, man. Tim Means is tough. So I'm not as confident at this minus 300 line. I'm really not. I don't. I'm probably not gonna parlay him here because I don't really feel too good about it. Nate Brown said Kevin has the hands down defense. I mean, yeah. Nate said Jared has the hands down defense, bro. I picked against Kevin his last fight too, and he didn't look great. His opponent just looked terrible. Yeah, that is true though. The only determined you're talking about, yeah. If I remember, so Nate Kevin looked good. His last one landed more significant strikes in his weight class. Kevin just said, yeah, bro. He wasn't even getting touched out there, bro. Like I wasn't expecting him to just fucking outclass like the Asian guy. I can't remember his name right now. What the hell was his name? I can't remember his name, but yeah, Asian guy from Singapore, China. I think it's from China. Song, yeah, I think it was Song, yeah. Not Song. Was his name Song or something? I can't remember his name right now. But you guys know what I'm talking about. The guy that like Kevin just said last time. He was fighting Song Kanan. Yeah, it was Song Kanan. So it was Song. I was like, his name is. I just couldn't remember the last name. Kanan though. Song Kanan actually. Remember he dropped the Gary, so it's not like a complete bum, right? And I actually picked Kanan there to as underdog. I thought he might be able to pull it out, but he just got outclassed. That was a terrible pick there, by me. Song just stood there and took it. Yeah. Razabov and versus Trey Ogden was announced, bro. Razabov. Can he knock him out? I mean, dude's got crazy power, but Trey Ogden, I'm leaning towards Trey Ogden right now. But yeah, it's the lean praying style, Trey Ogden up. Well, you gotta call him Trey Ogden up after what he went out there and did. And he said hopefully no more laying and praying. He's gonna go out there and probably like grapple him, but I mean Rabadon, what the fuck is his name? Rabajanov, whatever his name is. Razabana. Is it Razabanov or Razabov. Holy shit. It's Razabov. Holy shit. I can't fucking get that name. Yeah, Razabov, like, bro, he was clearly getting tired, but he still has power in the third round. So he showed that he still got power late too. As a fan, I hope that Razabov knocks him out because it's just not fun watching a Trey Ogden fight. Like his fights are pretty terrible. But dude, he can strike and he can grapple also. He's got good wrestling too. And I guess the medic should get this one. And he said, I just hate the hands down high style Kevin has. He's bound to get knocked out soon. I mean, that's true, but he's pretty fast, right? I mean, I don't think Jared Gooden's gonna knock him out. Jared Gooden, I mean, as good as he looked out there with Wellington Turman, but Wellington Turman is not. I think I would pick Kevin Jessett to be Wellington Turman. What do you think about Brenner versus Earlboy? I think Earlboy is gonna get it done. I was leaning towards before running tape. I was like, I haven't ran complete tape on both fighters yet, but I watched that Medic and Earlboy fight. Even though I think Brenner is more well-rounded than a guy like Medic overall, he's got more experience also. It's definitely gonna be a tough matchup for him though. And also Medic is a former 155er, right? So it's not like Earlboy's fighting. He was fighting a big guy out there. In his debut. That was short notice also. Imagine him on a full camp, bro. He trains at a Team Alpha Male. Like Earlboy is gonna get it done. I don't know if I'll get there at minus 200 in Uruguay because the line is kind of chalky because Mel Brenner has got the job done as underdog more than one time. You got means over Medic. I mean, I don't blame you, bro. The line is way too wide here. But I think Medic the speed is gonna be an issue for him for Means here. Also, Means is 40 years old, so he's definitely getting up there in age. He's barely hanging on to his UFC career at this point. Nate Brownster Benner is a lot better on the ground than Medic. He's gonna give Earlboy a tough throw. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough matchup, man. And the line is way wide. I would line Earlboy at like a minus 140, like minus 150 at the highest. Brenner should not be like this big underdog. I think there's value in Brenner, 100%. But Earlboy, I think Earlboy is gonna win. I'm leaning towards Earlboy right now because dude is a fucking power. Anyone that looks like Earlboy, don't fight someone like that. Uruguay could win. Yeah, I think Uruguay is probably gonna win, but Brenner has faced some tough guys though. Like he's not like he's fought some Dagestanis before, like Tuhugab. Like I think he fought Tuhugab Ray. And he said I'm not counting Garam. He's a fraud. Garam was he was kind of overrated. I think we are all overrating Garam back then too. But he was on his way to winning that fight. Like I think he was on his way. If he didn't get clipped in the third round, it was a close enough fight. I mean, but he was on his way to winning that fight until he got really tired and gassed and got knocked out. Firearm said Uruguay only has one way to win, though. Is he gonna stand with Brenner? I think he's got good striking too, man. I think people kind of forget that he's a good striker too. The dude can definitely throw hands, bro. He's got power on the feet too, but I don't really like it. I don't think he's the better technical striker than Brenner, though. Like I don't think that's the case. But he's got a good chin on him. He's really tough, and he's got good phenomenal cardio. Grappling, the grappling is just unreal from him. If he goes out there and beats finishes a guy like Brenner, I think people are gonna be high on him. Then Nate said, I mean, I wouldn't say Guram was a fraud, just overhyped. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a fraud. I just think that he's like kind of overrated. Everyone's overrating him because he went out there and fought Gamrot. I mean, so that fight, people are like overrating him after that fight. Kanan Sang, yeah, it was Kanan Sang. Trey Ogdenov, yeah, Trey Ogdenov. You gotta put the OB at the end, bro. Dude can fucking wrestle like Dagestani's out there. Uruguay's been fighting bums. I mean, nah. I mean, America's not a bum. And in LFA, like the way he's been running through these guys, bro, is not easy. Like, I mean, did you guys see the uppercut knockout that he had on that dude that he fought was a bum though. Like, also, I gotta be honest, he was fighting a bum in that LFA cage. Because I think he had a different opponent, and that other guy took that fight on short notice because no one really wanted to fight him in the face. I hope you get Rosy Boy of KO. Yeah. Mark said line is disrespecting to Brenner. Brenner as a doc, he's printing. No way I'm passing on him. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a tough matchup, man. I think the lines would be closer than it is now. Robust dub. Chauncey said Earlboy is going to be a top 10. He just ragdolled welterweight. Medic he's not like a natural welterweight, right? He went up from 155 to 170. He's actually like a 155er that just I think he just doesn't want to cut weight. He can make 155. He made 155 in the past, so Medic is nowhere near Benner's level. Yeah, Benner is more well-rounded. He can grapple also. And he said Earlboy will be in the rankings. I think there's some killers at 155, bro. I think he's got a chance of being in the rankings though. Eventually, he's got to go out there and get the job done though every time. But there's guys like Matus Rebesky, like there's some other killers at 155, bro. Even that are not even ranked right now. Nate Brown said Medic doesn't have the jiu-jitsu. Brenner does. Brenner rolls with Charles Oliveira on the regular as one of his main training partners. Just the wrestling, bro. The control and the ground was taking him down, so it's not like Brenner has phenomenal takedown defense. I'm definitely not confident on that one. Yeah, is he minus 250 now? Holy shit! I thought he's like minus like 180, minus 190. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Shanti said that Felipe Dos Santos trains with Oliveira and his ground game is trash. Robai has a top control and takedowns. It's a wrestling, bro. I like the wrestling from Robai. Dos Santos is 125er and as a 155er closer to Charles Age is pretty clear. He rolled with him much more, trained with him for much longer. Yeah, Brenner, like he's bro, dude is a problem. Like we picked him by knockout over that Kaden Kaden guy. His that was coming off short notice on Contender Series, and he went out there, got the first round knockout too. So he's a problem, man. I mean, but this is not. This is gonna be a good matchup. I can't wait to see it. You think Earl by KO possible? Nah, I think if anything submission. I think if anyone's gonna KO, it's gotta be Brenner by KO. I think he's got better striking than Earl by on the feed. Bro, he like I know I've watched his fights. I watched the LFA fight also. I've seen his fights, but he wasn't really fighting anyone that's UFC level. He went out there and like he got rocked early by Medic. Let's not forget that. He wasn't like completely ragdolling him on the feet in that first round. Eventually he got the takedowns and he got rocked, bro. You gotta go back and watch that Medic fight, which is why like I'm not like confident by here. Yeah, the LFA dude, I mean, he got his fucking teeth knocked out and he was just shouldn't have been in there with him. Alex Cruz said fights are hard to call, dude. Can be a killer or a dud, yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm probably gonna stay away. There's a lot of fights I'm staying away from this card. I think Medic more than likely the speed, the youthfulness. Like I think he's like almost 10 years younger here and he hasn't really I wouldn't say he's not proven because he got dropped in by Summersberger early, had to go through some adversity and he also rocked the Earl by in that first round too. So it's not like he just got ragdolled. He did get ragdolled, but he had some good moments in that first striking changes early. He was landing some nice knees in the clinch and was looking pretty good out there in that Earl by fight. I think Marik by third round or decision. I don't think he's gonna just run through him in the early rounds. All right. Up next we got Jonathan Denise taking on Austin Lane. Now this is one of my most confident picks on this card. Austin Lane should not be in the UFC, in my opinion. Ricardo, this guy that he fought, Richard Jacoby, is one of the worst fighters I've ever seen in a Contender Series. And Richard Jacoby was actually looking good out there eventually before he got taken down and ground and pounded. Jonathan Denise, he's a former kickboxer. Like he's actually a three-time, I think, kickboxer champion. So this guy has a ton of experience, man. Doesn't have a lot of experience in MMA overall. Austin Lane has been knocked out so many times in the first round. All 4 losses by knockout. We cast a distant tough up by round 1 TKO there. We didn't get the plus 150 that we got in that previous fight before that fight ended up in no contest because I poke. We got like plus 110. I think it was plus 110 or plus 115 or something like that. It wasn't like I wish that first fight would have cast. But yeah, I think Janata Denise like that fight in Contender Series, Nevis was having some good moments early. Like he rocked him a couple of times, but this guy has a good chin on him. Nevis shot a takedown on him. He's not really a good wrestler. And then he dropped him with the jab. Denise dropped him with jab and got him out of there. I like Denise here. I like him as a parlay piece. I don't think the line is wide enough here, in my opinion. Even though he's coming out of a Contender Series, so that's always tricky. So I saw his line all the way drop to minus 220, 180, 190. He's minus 125, 225, but I'm definitely gonna parlay him. Or maybe play him by knockout. I think by knockout probably the play here, because I think he's gonna get in. I think he's gonna get him out of there, man. Just Austin Lane's entries are very questionable. Like he really questions everything that he does out there. His taken entries are horrible, and he's a big dude, man, 6'6" with 80 entries. So the reach advantage is only half inch, so it's not crazy crazy difference there. I think Denise has better striking on the field. That's what really matters here. And Osvalin is pretty horrible. I don't think he should be in the UFC, but they signed pretty much anyone off Contender Series. I mean, he definitely worked his way off to the UFC right from Contender Series. Greg Hardy knocked him out in the first minute. I mean, Frank Tate knocked him out. I mean, who the hell is Frank Tate? What the fuck? Who the hell is Frank Tate? Vernon Lewis knocked him out. Like, these guys are absolute like cans. And this guy that he's fought, I mean, this guy fights in like LFA, like pretty mid in LFA. I picked Jose Augusto over him too last time around. Jacoby is one of the worst fighters on Contender we've seen, and that was one of the worst fight. Like, it wasn't a horrible fight. He got him out of there with ground and pound. So if he gets, we haven't seen Denise off his back, so that's the only thing that's like, that's because that's in the back of my mind, that if he gets taken down here, how is he gonna look off his back? And it's not like Osvalin the best wrestler out there. He's just athletic and he's got like better. He's gonna be the better grappler here, but I think he's gonna shoot a takedown and run into that right hand from Denise, and he's gonna get knocked out. He might get knocked out with a jab alone because Denise has a nasty jab on him. He's got nice flying knees in the clinch also, so I could see him hurting Osvalin to the body with those knees up in the clinch. And Denise has a good chin on him. Neves isn't really like a crazy power puncher though, to be fair. And Neves, he lost his this belt in LFA after this fight too. So we're gonna find out what level Denise is on. But I definitely see him being a problem for these guys that are not ranked in the at heavyweight. I'm pretty confident Denise. I think he's gonna get this done, man. I think Denise is gonna get this done pretty easy. The boss guy said Austin not terrible, to be honest. He just has no chin. He's pretty terrible, man. I don't think he's as good. But yeah, you're right. His chin is really questionable too. Cosman said, yep, Anakin Elwas took the kitchen sink in the almost took the kitchen sink in the ground fight and still wouldn't give up. Yeah, I was a tough dude, man. So it's definitely tough betting on him against him at chalk, right? And Cosmo said Anakin Earl by submission is more likely because Elwas has a good chin. Yeah, Elwas is a fucking junkyard dog, man. He's not gonna. I don't see him getting knocked out. It's gonna be like a submission, if anything, but it could go the distance because Brenner is fucking tough. I mean, what's going on, MMA Clips Pro? Good to see you, brother. Let's go. Yeah, it's gonna be a good ass fight, man. I can't wait for it. All right, up next we got. I'm pretty confident Denise here. I think he's gonna get this done. Under 1.5 minus 275. Holy shit, that's crazy, chalky. I think it goes under 1.5 rounds. I like the money line as a parlay piece more than the under 1.5 as a parlay piece. I think the money line is probably the better goal here. Either way, I think it goes. I think it's gonna end in the first round. Either way, I don't see this fight going past the first round. Maybe Denise first round KO. Is it going to be plus money? I mean, they're expecting like the under 1.5 is minus 275, so it's probably not going to be plus money. It's going to be like minus 110, minus 120 for Denise by knockout. Maybe minus 150 when they open the props. Like normally when the under 1.5 is chalk like this, remember Bo Nickel fight? The under 1.5 was like minus 300, and I got burnt on one of my parlays for the under 1.5. I had the under 2.5, so lucky that he got a submission eventually. But the Bo Nickel by first round was like minus 190, so I got burnt on the under 1.5 in that one. So I like Denise as a parlay piece here a ton. I actually like him more than I like Marik as a parlay piece. Marik's line is actually minus 300. I don't think Osvalin is good. I like Denise as a parlay piece. You're definitely gonna see him in a parlay later when I play parlay this week. I'm gonna wait for some props to drop. I'll always post the parlays in the members, so make sure you guys check it out later this week. I'll probably drop in the next couple of days. Denise by knockout. I think first round knockout. That's my pick. Up next, we got Kaden Silva taking on Ariane Lipsky. Now this is a tough one, man. I've been making money on Lipsky. We're on Lipsky there over Casey Neal plus 185. We also took the under 2.5 rounds there, and Gato, I picked Lipsky there over Gato also. That was a close fight. He got outstruck, but he was defending takedowns, landed the bigger shots. So the judges scored it for Ariane Lipsky. So Lipsky's been looking phenomenal out there, man. So this is my only bet on the card right now. This is the only bet that I have on the card right now. And I took Kaden Souza plus money, plus 110 last week. She's not even the underdog anymore. She's like minus 155, and so lines have completely flipped here. Now Kaden Souza, nice striking. She's a good striker too. I think people just look at the submission and they forget that she's a good striker too. She got good power. She dropped Miraz. It's not really like, I don't think Miraz has striking like Lipsky though. Lipsky throws in combinations. She'll like throw a combination up top and end it with a body kick behind it. So Lipsky's phenomenal, man. She's been looking phenomenal out there, and she's been catching as underdog every time out there. So I would stay away from Kaden Souza now. I'm minus 135. I mean, like maybe take then finish only or finish by Kaden Souza because I think she's gonna get a finish. She wins. I just play the money line because it was plus 110, but I'm kind of like, I'm not as worried because only like a half a unit, so I'm not that worried. But Lipsky's, she's pretty good, man. If she can defend takedowns, if this goes a distance, Lipsky's gonna win this fight 100%. I don't have any doubt about that. If she doesn't get finished here, she avoids getting taken down and controlled on the ground and getting caught in dangerous positions on the ground. But I do see Kaden Souza getting a takedown here. I do see her keeping it competitive on the feet. I think Kaden Souza is gonna be in there in the striking exchange. It's gonna be a back and forth fight. I could also see Kaden Souza knocking her down. Lipsky's doesn't really have. She's a good chin. Like she doesn't have the best striking defense out there. Priscilla Cachoeira was able to knock her out in the first minute. To be fair, that was that catch weight also. That was like 140. I think that was like catch weight, right? Because Lipsky missed weight before that one. So like she's been knocked out a couple of times. If Silva gets on top of her, she's gonna get her out of there with submission or ground and pound. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Kaden Souza. I've been picking her as a dog. She's not even underdog anymore. It's gonna be a good ass fight, man. I can't wait for this one. This is the only fight where both fighters are coming off wins in a row. Both fighters are on win streak. This is the only fight on the card. So you just go to show how terrible this card is. Where this only women's MMA fight is gonna be more entertaining than most of these other fights on this card. But if you could like Lipsky, I would look at this season for Lipsky. I don't see her finishing Kaden Souza. Kaden Souza is really tough. I think if there's a finish, it's gonna be Kaden Souza finishing this fight, which is why I took her at plus 110. But look at the line. What's the line setting at now? So Kaden Souza, Silva minus 155 now. Holy shit! I will hope you guys better at plus money because minus 155 is, I don't know if it's worth it anymore. Under 2.5 minus 150. I would not touch the overs in here. Because if there's only one that's going to finish this fight, it's going to be Kaden Souza, in my opinion. I don't think Lipsky's going to finish her. I know Lipsky went out there to finish the O'Neal. O'Neal is pretty terrible. I don't know how O'Neal was ever minus 200 over Lipsky. O'Neal came back after surgery also, like neck surgery. He came back after a layoff. Like crazy that O'Neal was minus 200 over Lipsky last time. I like Kaden Souza. I mean, minus 155, you can parlay her, I guess, but just wait for the finish to inside this. And for Kaden Souza, I like that. I think that's gonna cash here. I like Kaden Souza. I think like a club and sub or something like that. I think club and sub or something like that. I could see that happening here. In fact, I said, did you go over Figl? Yeah, we went over Figl. I'm taking Figl, but definitely not putting my money on that fight because Figl hasn't fought in a year and a half. John said how good it was Ryan Garcia. Yeah, we pick flipped. I pick flipped on Haney, but as a joke, and actually fucking Garcia actually got it done. I was happy that Garcia got it done, bro. That kind of saved boxing, in my opinion. I mean, if Haney had won, I mean, no one would give a fuck about Haney. Like, obviously, you'd be undefeated, 32-0, and would have a win over a guy like Garcia. But come on, like from the entertainment standpoint, it was better that Garcia went out there and won. I was happy for him, bro. Off subject, does Bekja look like Peter Yan, or am I tripping? I mean, he's got some similar facial features, but I don't think it looks like Peter Yan because it's a Korean wheel submission. I'm gonna say like a ground and pound or finish, but I just took the money line at plus 110. That's my only bet on the card right now. I don't even have any other bet on the card right now. I'm definitely gonna get at least like make a one parlay and then maybe do another bet, but I don't really like this card for betting. There's a lot of fighters coming out for losses in a row. Pagas Lipsky about to end another hype train. You think so? Nah. Like people, girls that she's been fighting out there, they're not really dangerous. Like Gato is not really dangerous, and the Christian Neal is not really dangerous. JJ Ultra's not really dangerous. Like they all need takedowns. I think Gato needs takedowns. JJ Ultra needs takedowns, and Casey Neal needs takedowns. Casey Neal is like a volume striker, right? Which is why I picked her. I picked Lipsky over Gato also. And she was a big underdog in both of those fights. All 3 fights. I think she's like a plus. So she's been cashing as underdog, but I think this is where it's gonna come to an end. Kaden Souza, she's the problem, man. She's the problem. She's got good grappling, good kicks. Her kicking game is crazy. If you watch tape on Kaden Souza, her kicks are fast, and she's got a good chin on her also. So she's really tough. And she's only been knocked out once. So that was like back in the day too. I was like back in when was it? It was like very back in the day. I mean, Marina Maknatkina was able to submit her, but that was back in 2017. Maknatkina is a good PFL fighter. She's fought but there's some Pacheco, I think, last couple months back. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, Lipsky can see get it done. Obviously, he's been looking phenomenal out there. But I'm gonna go with Kaden Souza. I've been picking her, so I'm gonna stick to Kaden Souza here. I think she's gonna get it done. Baby said tape studies says Lipsky, but Lipsky has way more output. Yeah, that is true. He throws in combinations, so just go the distance. Lipsky's gonna win 100%. But if this ends inside the distance, it's gonna be Silva. Alex Cruz said Silva's wishes Lipsky isn't. Lipsky is dangerous. Like she's not really like. I know Steven Alter submitted Casey Neal, but Casey Neal was coming off of surgery, and Casey Neal was overrated. I don't know how people are picking Casey Neal over Lipsky. Alex Cruz said, "I hope Lipsky upsets, so I hope Lipsky upsets that though this he can do it. Yeah, I mean he can definitely do it. I just took Silva plus money. I wouldn't really bet her minus 135. Baby said, Silva low key slow starter though. No, she's not. It's not really. Silva's not slow, man. She throws nice. She's got power on the feet. She's jacked, bro. I'm picking Silva, and I got a bet on her plus money. I think she's gonna win. Like minus 155, I would just take a pass now. It's not worth it now at minus 155. If you got like minus 110, even money on Silva, I think that's the play. But maybe wait for the props to drop. Screen Silva, finish only maybe, but it's gonna be like minus 200 or something like that. It's gonna be something crazy. I like Kareem Silva. I think like we have seen. It's not like Lipsky has like if you get on top of her, like you can get her out of there. And she's also been knocked on the feet also, right? So it's not like people are like she's got like crazy chin on her. She's tough though, but you can definitely hurt her. And Kareem Silva has finishing equity on the feet and on the ground also. She's normally like a submission artist, but she can definitely drop you on the feet. She can definitely rock you on the feet also. And she's got finishing submission game off her back also. She's dangerous off her back. She's dangerous from top position. She's dangerous on the ground. Lipsky's obviously maybe Lipsky by decision is not bad if you like Lipsky's side, but I'm on the Queen Silva side. Up next, we got Ryan Spann taking on Bogdan Gusov. This is gonna be a good matchup, man. This will be a fun matchup. I can't wait for it. Bogdan Gusov, we're on the right side in Bogdan Gusov as underdog against Jack Pauga. Jack Pauga, I told you guys, Jack Pauga is not really dangerous, and it's only gonna take like one combination from Gusov to knock him out, and he was able to knock him out in the first round. Perfect prediction there, first round TKO. Well, this is a different matchup, man. It's a different matchup. This guy Ryan Spann is dangerous, and he's not Jack Pauga. Like I'm 2-0 on Jack Bogdan Gusov fights now. I haven't been doing well in Ryan Spann fights. These fights are like really 50-50. He's a 50-50 level fighter. I thought he did enough to win over Anthony Smith. He almost knocked him out in the first round, but Smith hung in there. He was tough. But Smith has got so much experience, and he's got good cardio, and he was able to like just edge it out by a close decision. Still think it was a bad decision, but it wasn't really a robbery. It was a close fight. Nikita Krylov, I mean, he's got one of the best grapplers at light heavyweight right now, next to Magomed. Dominic Reyes has no chin. Ian Kutalaba has no fight IQ. And Smith obviously beat him by submission in that first fight. Ryan Spann is a tricky guy to like bet on. Like you should not be betting on Ryan Spann. Like who do I think is more dangerous on the feet? I feel like Ryan Spann is more dangerous. He's got more power. He's also fought the better competition. I just can't trust the fight IQ. His fight IQ is like really questionable, man. I can't trust him at any line. Even like as underdog, I probably would not bet him even as underdog here. Now Bogdan Gusov, his line is crazy, man. I mean, the line is crazy. I want to see how this size up at the lanes. I might pick flip to Gusov, but Gusov's it's not really. I mean, he's pretty good, but knocking out a guy like Gapoga, like we predicted that too. It wasn't like a crazy combination either. Like he hurt him with like one punch and then rocked him and then got him out of there. But Gapoga is pretty horrible. He's been knocked out before in AMC, but this guy like 39-9, a lot of fights, a lot of experience. Yeah, man, it's tricky, man. This one's tricky because Ryan Span minus 200. Like you're just asking. Don't parlay Ryan Span at minus 200. It's not worth it, in my opinion. I don't think it's worth it. What are the lines for this one? Should not be this wide. It's actually this wide. Minus 205 for Ryan Span and plus 175 for Bogdan Gusov. I think it goes under 1.5 rounds, but Ryan Span's cardio is like so questionable, man. Just I'm probably gonna pass on this fight. I don't really like betting on this one. I mean, I was maybe thinking the under 2.5 is gonna be like minus 300, so I can maybe parlay that. I think it goes under 1.5 rounds. I think Ryan Span has better grappling here too. He's got more power on the feet. This is fight IQ is like really questionable. He's also fought the better competition, so I'm gonna pick Ryan Span here by knockout. I think by knockout or like submission. I could see submission also. It's tough trusting him at this line. I just can't trust him at this line betting wise. If Figl can't beat Hubbard, then he needs to go back to Cage Warriors. Yeah, 100%. He's also coming back off a layoff, so that's concerning. Also, there's a lot of like red flags on this card. There's a lot of red flag on fighters on this card. Alex Cruz said Silva by KO TKO. I mean, I could see like a ground and pound stop is right because Silva's like Lipsky's never been finished. It's never been submitted. Baby Shark said Hubbard is a warrior. It's gonna be a match. It's gonna be a match. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun fight because Hubbard is not a complete bum. Hubbard is actually more proven than Figl, to be honest. Yeah, Figl, but I'm Baby Shark said Sharp said I Figl, but I'm expecting a war. Yeah. Yeah, it should be close. Can't trust Figl at those odds. Yeah. I enjoy Ryan Span, but to be honest, I feel Span has been on the decline as of late. Gusov has high out. I'm banking on strikers this card. Yeah, Span is like, bro, I actually bet him over S. Smith, and it's one of the worst bets I've ever made in my life. I knew that he lost the fight after in the third round, even though I was hoping they might give it to him by like split decision. I still think he won. He did more damage in that fight. He just kind of falls apart later. Like, well, Smith was a top 15 ranked. Is Smith still ranked right now? He might still be ranked right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Span here, but his fight IQ is super questionable if you're betting on it. You think Bogdan Goose Smith wins the trilogy? He might get it done for Smith here. I can't trust anyone that lost to Anthony Smith twice. Yeah, I think he won the second fight, but it was a close enough fight, which they gave it to Smith. Low key facts. And it was, what's up, Antoine? He said, what's up, guys? Just got out of work. Hope y'all are good. Let's go, bro. Let's go, Antoine. What are you saying right now, brother? And Donnie said, I think Gusov is gonna TKO Span in the first. Nah, I don't think it's gonna be I mean, can it happen? Obviously, Span is really questionable. Fight IQ. Span is pretty tough though. I'm gonna go Span by TKO in the first round though. I hope that fucking Bogdan Smith can get it done. I really hope that he can get it done. It'd be nice for him to get it done though. It'd be exciting. He'd be ranked in the top 15. So I think they're kind of giving up on Span now. They're giving Bogdan Gusov co-main event spot here. So I think the UFC is hoping that Bogdan Gusov can get it done so they can get some new blood at the top in the top 15 here. Smith ranked top number 10. He's still ranked okay. Because I knew he was in the top 5 at one point when he fought Magomed. And he said, "Oh, just waiting for this Lip to go home right now. How do you feel about this card?" Yeah, there's like only a handful of betting spots that I like on this card. I don't really like this. Like from entertainment standpoint, I think there's gonna be some fun matchups, but Yeah, this betting on this card is like there's a lot of red flags. Most of the fighters on this card are coming off losses. There's only like one fight where both fighters are on a win streak right now, and that's Lipsky versus Kaden Souza. In Vegas, a lot of times people come back better after a layoff. Yeah, that is true though. That is true. Definitely, that's definitely true. Figl, I'm picking Figl by decision. I think he can pull it off. This one is tricky, man. I mean, this one's tricky. Man's like -205. I don't know who's betting him -205 here. I'm gonna pass betting on it, but I think you can get. Yeah, I think you can pull it off here. All right, we're at the main event now, guys. Make sure you guys do me a favor. Leave a like on the stream, guys, and make sure you guys leave a like on the stream if you guys want to support the stream. All right, up next we got Nicolau taking on Alex Perez. Nicolau was supposed to be fighting a Manel Cap here. Manel Cap said he's injured and he's not gonna be fighting on this card. So Alex Perez is stepping in a short notice here. So now Alex Perez, you see the 3-fight losing streak, but he actually looked pretty good in that fight. I had a parlay with the Makayev and Arce parlay. I also had another parlay with the Jweet Basra, which obviously got dusted, but because Jweet Basra just pretty horrible. But yeah, so like this one, I was like, bro, holy shit, I my parlay is gonna be done. But lucky for me that Perez didn't throw a ton of volume in that fight. If he threw more volume, I think he could have won. I think he was on his way to winning that fight if he just threw more volume. He was like too worried about the takedowns, I guess. That he wasn't really letting his hands go. And Makai was like dropping to his knees and doing the Aldo thing that Aldo does. Bro, Makayev is like, he looked fucking terrible in that fight. Holy shit. I was like, yo, I'm never gonna parlay Makayev again. Please God, let him win this one. Okay, so Nicolau, I think he's gonna win. I'm picking Nicolau. I'm pretty confident. I'm like medium confident Nicolau here. The only thing I'm worried about Nicolau every time he goes out there and fights is like his stance, like the way he strikes. He'll like dip his head down. Like that's the reason that Brandon Roy was able to catch him with the knee, dipping his head down low. I think Nicolau's the better fighter here. He's got the grappling upside here. He's also gonna be able to mix some takedowns. He's got the better cardio. Wouldn't really say he fought the better competition. I think Alex Perez actually fought the better competition. Mukayev, Pentoza, Figgy. I mean, those guys are killers, man. Those guys are absolute killers. Other than Mukayev, though, I think Mukayev's still a top level guy, but his aura is kind of gone after the last fight. Perez looked pretty good out there. He took that fight after like a layoff, right? After like a year and a half off, so he actually looked good out there. No, I've been thinking about parlaying Matias Nicolau here. I might get there. I don't know yet. -170, -180, not the worst line out there. What's the line on this one? Let's see what the totals are. It's gonna be over, right? It's gonna be over, I think. Okay, so -181 for Matias Nicolau and Alex Perez coming in as a slight underdog at +156. Over 4.5 rounds, -110. Under 4.5 rounds, -120. I mean, I don't know about the overs. I think it goes over. Perez is really tough, man. Guys have been able to submit him, but Pentoza and what's it called, the Figueiredo. Nicolau is gonna get some takedowns here, but I don't see him submitting him here. I think Matias Nicolau on the scorecards. I think it goes over 4.5 rounds, but 4.5 rounds is a long time to be sweating a ticket on. But I'm gonna pick Nicolau on the scorecards. I think he's got more past victory here. He's also, I mean, he's only 31 and Perez is 32, so the age difference isn't crazy here. There's only 1 inch, half an inch each man is here. They're pretty similar in physique. I just like Nicolau's like well-rounded game. He's gonna be able to mix in takedowns, and he's gonna be landing more output on the feet, which is why I like him in the volume. He's gonna be landing more volume out there. And as I said, technically every fighter comes in a 50% chance to win. I mean, everyone has a chance in a fight, bro. It's a fight after all. It's a better strikers win 78% of the time. No, that's not really true. I don't think that's true. Wrestling is actually the better base for MMA, in my opinion. All 3 fighters coming off an injury layoff, lost at 300. Rockets, Cater, and hell yeah, I picked against him, so I'm 3-0 there. I'm picking Figl though. I just Hubbard is kind of. I don't really say he's overrated. I just think he's not good. That's why he got cut from the UFC earlier. And he was getting outstruck by Halabo too. Then he went for a takedown. Why'd you shoot a takedown on Halabo and get subbed? He got subbed after. His fight act is really questionable. I said I think Figl has better striking, to be honest. Even wrestling, Figl has better wrestling. I think he's got more power on the feet. I wouldn't really say he's a better point fighter. I don't know if he's gonna be winning minutes, but I feel like he's gonna be able to mix it in with the grappling and win rounds based on that. It's just risky. I'm gonna pass on that fight. There's so many fights that you should not be betting on this card. Baby Sharp said that's why I'm taking a Figl, but he's gotta come prepared. Feel like it's a fight for contract continuation. Yeah, Hubbard is a tough though. Yeah, Hubbard is not gonna quit. He's not gonna quit out there. You gotta like maybe take his back and submit him. I can see Figl like submitting him, but I think he's gonna just look for a win here. Age is on his side with the recovery, but blowing your knee out is never a positive look. Yeah, 100%. And Nicolau said I'm excited for the main event. Yeah, the main event's gonna be fire, man. I like watching Matthias Nicolau fight out there. And Perez is actually not bad. I just wish he threw more volume on the feet. If he threw more volume in that Machado fight, I think he was on his way to winning. He could have even knocked out Machado because Machado was looking terrible. He said he had staph infection in that fight, so maybe that was a factor. Nicolau said I would love watching Nicolau fight. Nicolau, even though Perez has more to lose, yeah. Perez is a like a juice bar. Like he's got business outside, so he's not like surviving out fighting alone. I just said, do you think Muhammad will still be a champion in the future, or does Tyra beat him? I think Tyra's gonna. I'm more high on Tyra. Even before that Machado fight with Perez, I was more high on Tyra. I think Tyra's like his striking is really looking good now too, bro. In fact, I said honestly never been a fan of Perez, but he looked decent his last time around. Yeah, I was sweating it, bro. What the hell is Machado doing out there? He looked pretty terrible in that fight. Nicolau really fights well off the back foot. Yeah, he like I just don't like the way he dips his head down. Like, cause if Perez times a knee, you can probably knock him out. Cause Nicolau has been knocked out a couple of times. I think he's been knocked out all 3 times too, right? Yeah, he's been knocked out all 3 times. So you can definitely cold cock him early. So he's been knocked out in the first round so many times. Maybe sprinkle Perez first round TKO, if anything. So, but Nicolau is as long as he doesn't get caught, I think he's gonna win this fight. He's gonna be landing more output, and he's gonna be able to mix in takedowns here. Baby Sharp said those stats I listed are backed by extensive data. Could be skewed for UFC specifically, but it's legit data. I mean, who's monitoring that data? I mean, strikers like right now, like before, like if you're good at striking or like grappling, people only used to be good at like one thing, like grappling or either striking. Now people are good at like both. Nicolau decision. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Nicolau decision here. We'll do another live preview when the props drop. We'll go over some props and stuff. Maybe tomorrow or maybe the day after tomorrow. Tasman said Figgy versus Jan. Who you got? I got Jan. I think Jan's gonna be able to defend takedown. He's gonna beat him by decision. Baby Sharp said have those been released? The props haven't been released yet, bro. He said, damn, that's a good fight. Yeah, I'm excited for this fight too, bro. 100% going with Jan. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jan. I think Jan's gonna be able to defend takedowns. The only guy that's taken him down was Aljamain Sterling. He kind of starts slow. I mean, Song Yadong took him down too, right, in that first round. So I think he loses the first round, then he wins the second and third. Classroom said, I think it's a 50-55 Figgy. He's got good jiu-jitsu. Yeah, he does have good jiu-jitsu, but Peter Yan, we don't really see Peter Yan getting submitted out there. He might get controlled, but I think I would go with Peter Yan. Anton said, how do you all feel about Hill versus Roundtree? I think Hill's gonna bounce back, man. I think people are like just the recency bias. People are just like, oh, Hill's done. Hill's done because he got knocked out by Porton. He's done. I think Hill's. I'm picking Hill there. I think it's a 3-round matchup, right? I think Hill by decision. I think they said have Roundtree killing Hill by second round. Yeah, and it gets on Roundtree. Anton said, if you're a fighter during the UFC 1 to 15 era, what would your one martial arts would have been? Probably wrestling. Wrestling still is one of the best bases for MMA out there. And he said, I also picked Porton to kill Hill in the second round, though he got in the first. Yeah, man, but Hill, like, come on, like people are saying Rock is gonna knock out Jerry now because the Porta knocked him out, but I'm picking Hill, man. I think Hill's gonna bounce back. The only thing I'm concerned about Hill is the late, like the early quick turnaround. That's the only thing I'm worried about Hill here. I think he's gonna bounce back though. In fact, I said if it goes past 3 rounds, I got Hill. Yeah, it's a 5 round fight or is it a 3 round fight? Isn't it a 3 round matchup or is it a 5 round matchup? I'm not even sure. Someone look it up for me. Let me see if I can look it up here. Oh, that's not Hill. Jamal Hill. Come on. Okay. It's gotta be a 3 round matchup, Ray. There's no way it's 5 rounds. Yes, it's a 3 round matchup, so I gotta go Hill by decision. I think he's gonna land more output on the feed. Now, can Roundtree steal have the better moments and maybe knock him out? Yeah, I mean it's light heavyweights, anything can happen, but I'm gonna go with Hill. I think Hill's gonna bounce back here. I was trying to see who people are picking here, but no one's made picks for this fight. There's some good matchups, man. I mean, I think Hill is probably pissed off that he got embarrassed out there, so he probably wants to make a quick turnaround and get a win. This is a good matchup, man. Andre Fili taking a Cub Swanson. Now Cub Swanson lost me like I think it was like $900. I had a parlay with the it was sent to Luque, Davidu, and it was Roundtree. I think Roundtree was in that card too, right? I had a $200 parlay, like, and Luque was a plus money underdog in there, and I lost a bunch of money on that card. I mean, I didn't. I actually made some money back on Luque though, but I lost a bunch of money on that parlay. I was gonna be 9 unit, like almost 9 units profitable in profit alone. That was a big parlay. I normally don't do parlays that big anymore, but that Davidu decision, bro, like that was like I was so pissed off. But that's the game, Dory. And the Cubs Swanson actually look good out there, even at 40 years old. Good matchup. This is a good card, right? I mean, McGregor card. This is the McGregor card, right? Yeah, this is McGregor versus Chandler. I think McGregor is gonna knock Chandler out. I was leaning toward Chandler, but he's gonna go out there and brawl. He's not gonna wrestle. I have a feeling. Joe Pfeiffer's also on this card. Mark Underburio. I think Joe Pfeiffer's gonna get this done. But Mark Underbury is a tough dude, man. He's a volume striker. He just looked pretty tentative in that Chris Curtis fight. Carlos Hernandez versus Ray Tsuruya. I think Ray's gonna get this done, but he wasn't looking good out there in that road to DFC fight, his last fight, and until he got that submission, or I think it was a submission or knockout. But he's coming off road to DFC here. So Carlos Hernandez got knocked out by Tatsuro Taira, so really no shame there. We got Karate Hottie coming back also versus Julian Roberts. Julian Robertson's gonna win by submission there. I mean, this card, we don't have the full fights on the card right now, but people are picking Hill 52% right now. So Roundtree, that's it. Like them, people are like really. I think more people are gonna be picking Roundtree here because he got knocked out here. Angelo said, yeah, too early to see any fan picks. You can see it over there, but yeah, you can see it here. This is who people are picking here. People are picking McGregor as 53%. I think McGregor, if he trains properly, he's gonna win this fight. I think Chandler, he needs to wrestle, man. I mean, can he knock McGregor on the feet? Obviously, he's got power. He can definitely hit hard. I think McGregor, Connor is a better, like, more technical striker. So I'm gonna go McGregor by KO, probably in the first 2 rounds. If it goes past the 2 rounds, it's gonna be Chandler taking over later. But Chandler doesn't really have the best fight IQ or like gas tank either. Roundtree versus Hill. I mean, Robertson submission. Robertson TKO. That might be the luck. He might get her out of there with the TKO, ground and pound. And Waterson's pretty tough. So he's not gonna look for the door. Because she took a ton of damage in that Rodriguez fight. Now Hernandez is only 5%. People are picking in Piper for 89%. That's crazy, bro. Piper should not be like, it's not like a lock or anything. I wouldn't say it's a lock. It's a 3-round fight, so I think Piper probably wins that match. Though I mean, it's a good card. It's a good card. You think Andre Fili's gonna win, bro? I think he's gonna win, but I'm not. Honestly, I don't even know, man. I mean, Cub Swanson, even at 40 years old, he's been looking pretty phenomenal out there. 40 years old. Like Davidu, man, I knew that Davidu might be the parlay buster, but I was like, he's gonna win. It's younger, like he's still hungry. Yeah, Davidu, you'll never catch me betting on Davidu ever again, ever. No matter who he fights in the UFC, I will never bet in W. Ty said that they're using Hill even if he wins. What do you mean they're using him? I don't think he's gonna get a title shot if he wins here. I think he's gonna need another fight, #1 contender matchup here. He probably should have fought Magomed. I want to see Hill versus Magomed or Hill versus Jiri. I think that fight probably made more sense, to be honest. Boss guy said Hill said he took no damage against Perez. Okay, he got slapped, but he didn't take a lot of damage to the legs, right? He didn't get a leg kick for like 5 rounds, though. Hill talking trash goes wrong. Part 2 incoming. Yo, that would suck for Hill. If he loses here, his career is over. Andre Lima versus Hudson Park. Andre Lima. Hudson Park looked good out there. Like, actually, he wasn't looking that good out there with who's that guy that he fought? That's got no chin. I can't remember his name right now, but yeah, Hudson Park. I bet him by KO, which cast at +150. We got it. We got that KO on Hudson Park by KO +150 over Shannon Ross. It was Shannon Ross, yeah. Yeah, Shannon Ross. Shannon Ross actually looked good out there in Hudson Park. Andre Lima is gonna win that fight 100%. And he said, already seen videos of Hill saying I'm gonna destroy Khalil, this and that. I mean, he probably, obviously, I mean, when you're fighting someone, like, you would want to be confident in yourself, right? Like, you're not gonna be like, oh, I don't know if I want to beat this guy. The rest is always bet against Hill. And it was crazy to see that Michelle Watterson still fighting. Yo, yeah. I mean, I like Michelle Watterson. She still looks good for her age. If I just, yeah, she took a ton of damage, bro. I mean, I was hoping she might retire after that Rodriguez fight. She took so much damage in that fight. They're giving her like not a fighter that's gonna be landing a ton of damage on the feet here. So, and she's got good wrestling too. It's not like she's a terrible grappler, but Robertson's gonna be able to get her out of there with the late submission maybe. In fact, said Hill was training for Perez pace, which can be slow at times. Yeah. And I just said Roundtree's pressure is crazy. Yeah, he definitely just walks you down, like, which is but his striking is not as technical as Pereira or like Hill, in my opinion, though. The rest, he said Chandler's got this. I mean, I don't know, man. Chandler's a tough guy to trust. His fight IQ is really questionable. He might be winning up until he gets knocked out. I could see the same thing happening that happened in Chad Mendes' fight. Chad Mendes was dominating him with the rest of the wrestling, and then he just gassed out. And like McGregor only needs like 30-second, like maybe like a 30-second window. Like when he puts it on you, bro. Like, and we've seen Chandler like when fucking Oliveira put it on him, bro. Like, he just kind of runs away. He was running away, got caught with the left hook, and he got knocked out. So I'm going with Connor now. I'm kind of sold on Connor. I think he's gonna win. I'm pretty confident with Connor now. I don't think I'll bet him because the layoff and the red flags and everything. But look, like, the Coke is the best base for MMA or combat sports. Look at Ryan Garcia. Imagine Roundtree kills Hill like Smith and Dawkins, bro. That'd be crazy. And he said Connor is getting the win. Yeah, I think Connor gets it done. Ty said being killed by Tetsuro Taira is a little shame, to be honest. Submission is one thing, but let's not forget, man, these guys are known for submission skills. Eventually they're gonna fill that striking hole, right? Like, they're eventually gonna be they're gonna get well-rounded. Like, so Tetsuro Taira, he's been working on that striking because grappling is already good enough, right? So we found out that striking, he's been working the strike, and he looked good out there. And when you're worried about the grappling, bro, like, obviously the hands are gonna open up right on the feet. Eduardo Mora would ragdoll Julian. I don't know about that, man. I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know. Like, on the feet, I feel like Mora would be the better striker than Julian Robertson. Julian Robertson's striking is pretty horrendous. Robertson's grappling, man. He's got more submissions at flyweight, so I think Robertson's jiu-jitsu is better than Mora, though. And I'm one of those people that picked Mora over that. She fought a girl that was like atom weight, like Ruiz is like atom weight, so you shouldn't be fighting even at this weight class. Mora's not even tested yet. We need to see Mora like tested with someone that's like similarly sized to her. Baby Sharp said, I just think Chandler has been training for over a year for this, while Connor has been doing blow and acting. I mean, that's what I was leaning towards Chandler, but Chandler's like fight IQ is so questionable, and his chin is pretty fucking suspect too. In fact, this said Ryan Garcia's foreshadowing Connor's return. Yeah, 100%. That's why I'm pretty confident now, because Ryan Garcia, now you can do whatever you want. Coke is the best base for combat sports out there. Ty said, speaking of Tyra, you see him, he's fighting Tim Elliott. Yeah, he's gonna. He's gonna submit Tim Elliott. Even though Tim Elliott's pretty good, I picked Tim Elliott by submission over that Summer Darcy guy who's got no grappling. But this is a good match for Tetsuya Taira, in my opinion. Maybe Sharp's but for storybook, for sure Connor gets W. I mean, even if he loses this fight, then he should retire. But I know, so damn man, it's kind of disrespectful to Chandler. Like he's been training his ass off for 2 years. Connor was shooting movies and might have been in coke, yeah, but he's still gonna win. I think Connor's still gonna win. Doesn't matter. Like, look at Devin Haney, bro. Devin Haney was out there waking up at 4:30 in the morning, like going on an 8-mile run every day, bro. Training like fucking 5 times a day. It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. All you need to do is start doing coke out there, start partying out there, drink beer before your weigh-ins, and miss weight, and you're gonna win the fight. Ty said co-main win. Yeah, Hill and round 3's a co-main win, right? And guys said, look at Garcia and Haney, bro. Anything possible? Yeah. I hope we get the 2020 Connor back. I mean, I don't think we're gonna get 2020 Connor back though, but I think even if Connor is like what he used to be, even at like 60%, I think he's gonna knock a Chandler. Ty said, what's up, Anton? Good shit with the Fallout content. Might have been doing coke. He was definitely doing coke. And who said, April Stew Tai Tai. The rest said, Park will get killed. I can already see it. Yeah, I think Lima's he's gonna knock him out. Shannon Ross was having a ton of success out there with him. But Perk, and I was like, whoa, what the hell's going on? Why is this guy knocking him out? Eventually, he crippled him with a body shot. Antoine said, thank you so much for watching. Let's go, Antoine. Guys, go check out his Twitter. Make sure you guys give Antoine a follow on Twitter. And make sure you guys drop him a sub on MMAholics. Connor got to beat addiction before he can beat Chandler. I mean, you can beat Chandler. Like all you really need is good power, and Connor has power. You don't lose your power even though you get older. Antoine said, absolutely, he still looks good. Watterson should have been an actress, and said, yo, her in her prime she was one of the best looking females in her prime. Still looks good for her age though. Antoine said, you think Michelle retires if she loses to Julian? I think she should retire now. And he said Mike Malott hinted on his IG that he has a fight news soon. He should fight Michael Morales, I feel like. I think that'd be a good matchup to see. That'd be a good matchup though. Ty said Chandler let Gaethje tee off on his chin for free. He had his hands all over. He wasn't really defending himself, to be honest. Ty said or was that Poirier? It was Poirier and it was Gaethje also. It was both. Poirier was the one that was teeing off, and I had Poirier by in a parlay and Poirier into the distance. I also played Poirier by KO, but he got he was close to getting that KO in the first round. But I had at least like $300 in Poirier, so I was like, bro, what the hell is going on? Poirier's gonna lose this fight. Then he got the submission. I was so happy there. But Chandler was dominating that fight in the second with the wrestling though. But on the feet, like it was competitive on the feet. Joshua Van versus Tetsuya Taira. I think Joshua Van, I think Joshua Van beats a guy like Tetsuya Taira. I like Joshua Van chin, bro. He's got like the Max Holloway chin. And he's got phenomenal striking. Actually he got dropped, right? Didn't he get dropped by Borjas? I think he got dropped by Borjas, right? But he's got good recovery though. I don't know. That's a tough matchup, man. I mean, I don't know. I'm high on both of those guys, to be honest. Maybe McGregor just needs to follow the Garcia blueprint. Yeah, he definitely should. Tatsuro, I think Tatsuro, yeah, maybe. I mean, it's a 50-50 fight. It's a competitive fight. But I could see Tatsuro using the grappling there though. But Joshua Van's very physically strong for 125. I really wanted to see my boy Lucas Rocha fight Joshua Van. It was gonna be sad, bro, because I was gonna have to pick against my boy fucking Lucas Rocha because he's coming up contender series, but unfortunately, man, he had a rib injury, so that's why he didn't fight Joshua Van a couple weeks back. I mean, Carlos said I really don't see the hype behind Joshua Van. He's got good boxing and good durability, man, and good cardio. He's actually really good. He just hasn't had the chance to prove it yet at the top level. Tatsuro co-main, yeah, is that the co-main win really? Bro, I don't see the bout order here, but which card is that on? Trying to go over 3 or 2. Hello, Pick'em. What's the 3 or 2 card? I gotta check it on 302 card. It's the Makachev Poirier card. I almost forgot about it. Yeah. Yeah, Makachev is good. Like Dustin Poirier, it'd be nice to see him finally get over the hump and get that undisputed title. Yeah, I'm going with Makachev though. Strickland, I think Strickland wins this fight. I don't think Paulo Costa's. This is actually 5 rounds, so I actually favor Strickland's style. Talite, I'm going with Hernandez there. I'm going with Jolotin. I think Jolotin beats a guy like Romanov. This is a tough one, man. I mean, Jocelyn Edwards. I mean, she's actually not horrible. She lost to Nora Carnoli, she actually won the fight. I think she beat Nora Carnoli, in my opinion. I mean, I'm a big fan of Eileen Perez. I like Eileen Perez, so I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm gonna pass on that for now. Mickey Gall, bro. How is Mickey Gall still in the UFC? He hasn't fought in forever. I think he fought Mike Malad. Yeah. He fought Mike Malad in 2022. He got knocked out. To him, dude. This just still in the UFC somehow. Basil Hafez is gonna run through Mickey Gall submission from Basil Hafez. And Andre Lima. I mean, I think Phil Rose has got some of the worst fight IQ I've ever seen in my life. He was on his way to winning that Neil Magny fight, but every time he would like run into that clinch with Neil Magny, like, bro, this guy's fight IQ is so questionable. I'm gonna pick Matthews. I think Matthews can pull it off, but his fight IQ is like his cardio is pretty questionable too. I don't know. Can Matthews get this done, man? This is a tough one. I'm gonna pass on it for now. There's some tough matches on this card though, but I think Lima gets it done, gets a win over Hudson Park though. Summer Darzi, I mean, I think Joshua went by knockout or submission. Roman Kopla over Almeida. I mean, I actually picked Roman Kopla over Hernandez, but that was a bad matchup for him there. I think Roman Kopla bounces back here. I mean, there's some good matchups, right? Randy Brown versus Alleged Gillespie. This is a tough one, man. Gillespie, even at 37 years old, he looked pretty good out there in that record. He almost finished Renat Facatina in that third round. So this card is honestly not bad. There's some good matches on this card, bro. Gene Matsumoto versus Backchat. Yo, that's a good matchup, man. They already announced that fight. That's a sick ass matchup, bro. I think you said can't ever pick Costa. Who's the recent wins are old men. Yeah, 100%. 100% pick him. Are you excited to see Eileen Perez twerk? Obviously, bro. Every cultured man out there wants to see Eileen Perez twerk. Her face is so pudgy, but everything else is pretty good. I don't know why her coach fucking needs to twerk with her. Like that's kind of like just fucking. We don't need to see that shit. Someone needs to throw his fucking coach out of the octagon. Yeah, I think Strickland wins that fight by decision. Yeah, I mean that's a tough matchup, man. Matsumoto versus Backchat, that's a tough matchup. They already made that matchup. He's a puncher chance, I think. Yeah, I mean Costa's got power, but I think we kind of overrated his power too. Strickland is too defensively sound for Costa, yeah, and I don't think Costa has a left hook like Poetan. Sumerdars, and believe it or not, Lipsky actually knocked out Strickland back in the day with the spinning wheel kick. Summer Darcy pulled out versus Joshua Van. Yeah, he did. I just almost forgot about that. I mean, hopefully I mean, I don't think Rocha's gonna be able to make the quick turnaround, but they should have made. I want to see that matchup eventually. Yeah, Brown versus Dusky is a crazy fight. Yeah, I mean, this is a tough matchup, man. Randy Brown. I mean, I wouldn't really say he's chinny. He lost to JDM, who's a top five guy in the welterweight now. Zelensky, I mean, he has a win over Benoit Santoni. Absolutely beat the shit out of Benoit Santoni, and it's been looking pretty good, bro. Lost a close decision to Muslim Salikov. I mean, I don't know. This is a tough one, man. Where are they fighting? They're fighting in New Jersey. Holy shit. Randy Brown, I mean, his fights are like, he's almost worried about him getting chinned, though, in fights out there. Luke was able to knock him out back in 2020. Nico Price knocked him out. Bilal Muhammad outworked him. I don't know, man. This is definitely a tough one. I think Randy Brown might be able to pull it out by decision. But Gillespie is so tough, bro. Nico Price versus Alex Morono. I mean, Morono wasn't looking that good out there. in that Court McGee fight. He barely fucking edged that out. I will never pick Nico Price. I picked Robbie Lawler to beat him in that fight too. I think Morono wins this fight by decision. I think they'll work him. Nico Price is fight IQ is really questionable. He's taking a ton of damage in his fights too. All right, guys, we're gonna take it easy now. Is anyone live right now? Let's see if someone's live right now. Bro, we're gonna be out of here, man. Yeah, Brito. I got a bet on Brito money line. That's my only bet for 301 card right now. Yeah, I don't really think anyone's live right now. But guys, I'm gonna be out of here, man. I might go live tomorrow night, so keep an eye out for the live stream. Is Hockey from Home live right now? Yeah, Hockey from Home is live right now. You guys want to go chill out at Hockey? She's got good energy, man. She's chill, and I'll drop her link in the chat. But she does hockey content. All right, guys, I'm out of here, man. I appreciate you guys. Dude, over, you're gonna go live? You're trolling right now. No way, you're gonna go live. If you go live, let me know if you go live, and I'll raid you. Yeah, yeah, guys, I'm out of here, man. I appreciate you guys. We've been here 2 hours now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Later, guys. Later. Take it easy. Good night.